with this, so I'm sorry in advance. Oh my gosh, we are live. Okay, so I'm actually gonna wait till a couple people come in because I don't want to talk into the abyss.
That's good. I can figure out how my camera works.
Yeah, it's weird,
It's
right?
like backwards, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I apologise in advance if my internet sucks today. It's been really bad, so I hope it lasts. But you know, we can only hope.
It's not too bad.
Yeah,
that's good.
Okay, I see. Okay, I see 5 people watching. Okay.
Hello.
I just got an announcement that we're live, so that's good.
That's good. That means it's working.
It's working.
Oh, hello, Rocco. I see you in there. Oh, hello, Daniel. How are you? Shaheem, hello. So now that we have some people here, hello and welcome back to another episode of On the Scare with Sweet and Spooky. Today, I have a bunch of fun guests. I have Melissa, who you all know and love, the queen. We have Joni here. You would recognize him from Table Screams. And then I have 2 lovely patrons here, Francis and Andy. Everybody say hi. These are always so awkward when you're like talking to no one. So tonight, you guys, we're going to get a little like controversial maybe. So let's all keep in mind that this is just everybody's opinion. Oh, Joni is going out. It's fine.
Controversial.
Oh no,
it's okay.
Couldn't handle it.
He'll come back. So today, let's keep in mind that we're going to talk about some controversial things. This is just people's opinions. Nobody is stupid for liking a certain movie. So I will not have any disrespect tolerated here. Thank you. All right. I'm glad I got that off my chest. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing good. Francis Chainsaw Grimp. Hello. But Francis, is that not you? Or is that you?
No.
Are you waiting?
That is not me. I'm not sure that's a threat or something. I'm not sure how to take that.
I was like, wait. Oh, there's 2 friends. Wow, amazing.
We call him Chainsaw.
Yeah, I've never seen this person here before. Hello, Chainsaw. How are you this evening? That's hilarious. Shaheem, yes. Very interesting guest today. They're all great. They're a little quiet, you know. We're a little shy here. It's okay.
Well, we're not all YouTube superstars. Some of us
are. We haven't got the experience.
No. I am a superstar. Not at all. This whiskey is helping me be more social. Cheers.
That's what I should have got.
Yeah.
I'm drinking stout. I should have grabbed the whiskey.
Anytime you drink that, it looks good.
It's dark as hell, too. It's an espresso blended stout.
Oh.
That sounds very good.
I don't know.
Where do you get that from?
This thing, KBS, is my absolute favorite brand or beer.
I've never seen that before, but that sounds delicious.
It's so nice.
Francis, what's your drink of choice?
I'm teetotal, so water. The hard stuff.
Just water. I hope the only movie being talked about is The Thing and nothing else. Well, you might hear about The Thing tonight.
Have we got news for you?
Thank you, friend. Yeah. It's okay. Once the drinks start hitting, everybody will be, you know. Francis is off the water, so he's going to be better than all of us.
Once the water hits
the water.
It is going to go off.
Yes. Thank you so much. That means a lot. So, I'm going to wait till a couple of people get in. A couple more people. But I'm thinking this. We all have our list here ready, right?
Hmm.
Most like,
Some
okay,
of us are total slackers.
it's okay. I'm not going to penalize you. This isn't school. So I think we're going to go down. I'll go in order here. So it'd be me, then Melissa, and then Joni. And we'll start with our number 1. Okay, is everybody... Wait, should we start at number 1 or number 10? What's like...
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, they're not really in any specific order.
Yeah, I didn't order mine either.
Wait, and not everybody has 10.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Wait, how many do you have, Francis?
That's a good question. I have 6. I had 7, but then I rewatched it and I changed my mind. Got 6 now.
Okay. And Joni, you have 10.
Oh, hello?
Joni?
Oh no, I think you froze again. Oh no.
Hi.
Oh, he's back. It's fine. Technical difficulties. It happens.
It's
to the
the
best.
curse of StreamYard.
I know.
It really is.
So do you have 10?
Oh,
Every time
no.
I ask this question, I think he freezes. Wait.
I have a feeling there's probably a lot more than 10. And
Oh
that's
my
why
god, do you
there's,
have
like,
more than
10.
10?
That's why we're waiting on this.
Wait, this is
right
amazing.
now.
I like that each time I
I
answer,
didn't
it
even
gets more
think of 10.
suspicious.
I
So,
barely got to 5 with Letterboxd.
oh wait, Joni, are you having? Oh, wait. Okay, we have technical difficulties.
Oh wait, I saw him move. Oh no!
No,
he's gone.
he messaged me and told me to kick him out because he's having technical difficulties. He'll be back.
I can't tell with Joni. He's kind of like sometimes his frame is like a haunted painting. You think it moves,
Right? You're just
and
waiting
then
for it.
I
you're
like
not sure.
when it pauses on him just like smiling and he looks
Yeah.
kind of evil. It's like, oh,
He's an
what are you
elusive
thinking?
guy.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know what? I absolutely love that for you.
Mm.
Let me just say, I can't just do water. Okay, I need a little help sometimes.
We got another guy on the hard stuff tonight. I appreciate the solidarity.
It'll just be you two at the end. The rest of us will
Yeah.
be passed out useless.
Okay, so with our amazing technical difficulties tonight, I'm gonna wait for Joni to get back before we begin with our list. So everybody in the chat, how's it going? Have you seen any fun horror movies lately? Tell me. Oh my god, somebody's phone is ringing.
Oh, it's my mom. You're forgetting my parents are staying over until they find a new place, so it's kind of like you're gonna probably hear loudness in the back.
I love that everything like in the background sounds like you're in a cathedral.
It does. This house is
It does.
extremely echoey. It's really bad, actually.
I love it. I miss that we don't have the ambiance of the dogs barking.
That was a whole vibe. They'll
Where
probably start
are
at some
they?
point.
Oh, they're gonna
Oh,
start.
They're with my mom. Yeah. She's like, I'll
I'm
help them while
jinxing
you're
it.
doing your thing.
Let's see how Joni's doing. Are you okay? I love
my
this
God.
room.
Man's gone.
This is one of the messiest live streams I've ever done. I'm so glad you guys are really getting the ins and outs of everything right now.
The full experience.
I'm
I'll take
so
the-
professional. Are you kidding?
I'm gonna take the blame for this one.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we cursed it. We were bad luck.
This is so
True.
true. Thank you,
Very
Shaheen.
true.
Halloween Kills. Oh, Superhost. Interesting. I hated that, but I'm glad that you liked it. I could not get with this story of Superhost. I did like Malignant though.
Is Superhost the one with Barbara Crampton?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't seen it, but Well,
same.
I won't watch it now. I won't put that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go without.
I haven't seen anything in the last like 10 years, so I'm really out of it.
Andy.
I'm so out of the loop, y'all. I'm sorry.
Wait, you didn't see Halloween Kills yet?
No,
Oh shit.
Oh.
I know. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's like
you
I'm not
look
even a
really
real
good.
fan.
You are. Wait, but you did see 2018, right?
I did. Yeah, I actually saw it in theaters.
Oh, nice. Did you like it?
I did. Yeah, I really liked
Good.
it. Actually.
Nice.
I think Joni. Okay.
Is he back?
Let me. Are you
Oh, he
back?
went somewhere else.
Hold on. I can move you back to where you were.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Is it? Are you good? Oh wait, I'm disoriented.
I think I am.
Sorry, I have OCD. I'm moving everybody back to where they were. This is the most chaotic thing I've ever done in my life. I'm so sorry.
We're getting
We
shuffled
have
like
fun
poker
here on
cards.
this channel, okay?
Oh.
Not
That's what it's
everything.
about, isn't it?
Exactly. Season 3. Chucky, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, season 3 was pretty good. I think it was much better than the second season. They had a big step up there. Much better storytelling. Oh.
Witch.
First of all,
Oh.
is that your possum? Because I love this animal. This animal is beautiful. Listen, I don't hate Halloween 3 or anything. I'm glad you like it. It's not one of my favorites, but good for you.
The only good one though. That's a bit of a stretch, isn't it?
You know what?
I love that.
Francis is gonna take over from now on. Oh. Hello, Christopher. I don't think I've ever seen you here before. Welcome to the stream. The Hills Have Eyes remake. I have to be quite honest. I don't remember. I haven't seen that in so long.
Yeah, it's been a second.
I don't even think I can answer this. Do any of you guys have any thoughts on The Hills Have Eyes remake?
I
love it.
So.
Oh. Okay.
I think it falls into the category that we were talking about before, which is I don't know that I can say it's a better movie, but
Yeah.
it does everything right. It stays true to the theme of the original. It's grimy, it's brutal, and it just adds a little bit of like Christopher said, it does add a little bit of flavor to the the antagonists in the story. So I think it's a good remake, honestly.
Awesome. Melissa, have you seen this one?
I have, but it's been a while since I rewatched it though.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that since I was in like the 9th grade. If your girl does not remember, I don't want to say if I liked it or not if I can't remember anything. The Haddonfield Nightmare. Interesting.
Oh, she took it out.
I've never heard of this. That sounds cool though.
It's like a fan made. It's pretty cool.
Nice. I'll have to check that out. Oh, interesting. Is this new? I haven't heard of this film.
Yeah, I never heard of it either.
Yeah.
Maybe it's new.
I think Idris Elba was in a remake of something though, right? Like a
Prom
slasher
Night.
remake. Right.
Oh my god, he was. He
Prom
was like
Night.
the random detective.
The Incredible Prom Night remake.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh. And with that, let's get right into our list here.
Start the controversy.
All right. I think, okay, we don't all have 10, so we'll just start from the bottom up. Right? I think I only have 8.
Yeah.
No, wait. How many do I have? I have 9. Okay.
So are we going like the best remakes last, or are we just doing it in a random order?
like the best one is gonna be last. That's gonna be your number one. Yeah. So if I have to start at the bottom here, I'm gonna say Sorority Row from 2009. It is a remake of The House on Sorority Row, which I don't care for, and I don't think it's a bad film. I just think the pacing is really slow. I don't know. I also don't care for any of the kills. I don't care about any of the characters, which, like, I want to care about the characters. That is what's going to make me give a shit about your movie. So if I'm not connecting with your characters, then we have a problem. So is Sorority Row from 2009 technically, like, a good film? No. And I will say no, because we did an entire table scream of Sorority Row. I have read the script over 10 times, and it's not good. It's not good. The storytelling is not that good. But is it, like, fun, and does it have a lot of rewatchability? Yes. Versus the original, I'm going to say yes. So that is my number 9.
And it has Carrie Fisher in it.
It does. That's a plus. It actually has a lot of good actresses, though.
And Jessica,
it has,
iconic.
Leah Pipes. Yeah. Brianna Evigan was really popping at the time.
Oh my god.
Jamie Chung, yeah. That was like her. That was like, she was in everything at that time. So yeah. Does anybody else have Sorority Row on their list?
Yeah, I have it on mine.
Yeah.
I love it!
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah, it was on mine too.
Yeah.
wait. So I want to hear you guys' thoughts on Sorority Row. I'll go to Melissa first.
Oh my god. I don't know. I just felt like it was easier to keep, like, it kind of kept my attention more. I know it's kind of like controversial. I don't know. The pacing ish kind of helped with that.
I mean, it's not really controversial, right? It's your own taste. It's what you like. Don't apologize for it.
I tried. I don't know. I felt like the characters, like, they kind of, like, they felt more like real people. I don't know.
They did,
I'm really bad at explaining it. I don't know. Like, they did well in giving everyone, like, their own, each individual kind of personality, where it felt like, yeah, I can totally see this being someone I crossed paths with in high school or in college. So it kind of, like, felt a little bit more immersed in that sense.
That makes sense.
Also, the weapon of choice.
Oh, the weapon is great. I forgot to talk about that.
That was a really cool idea. I'll give him that.
Very creative. Joni, is it on your list?
Well, I live for this movie. I live for Jessica. I love every single scene in it, and I do not apologize for it. It's iconic. It's crazy. It's ridiculous, but it's everything I need.
I love that for you, Francis.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun. I think the original is. I don't apologize if anyone sort of has it. It has a special place in their heart, but I just thought it was a very sort of run of the mill sort of 80s slasher. It didn't do anything for me at all, so it wasn't exactly hard to beat for me. But I thought that I thought sort of fun in that sort of early 2000s. Wow, actually late 2000s, but nevertheless, sort of that sort of decade way of just sort of like campy, dumb, but just self-indulgent and kind of fun. So I was here for it.
Definitely, I agree. Have you seen this film, Andy?
Not enough that I can speak to it. I did see it, but it was years ago, and it made no impression on me whatsoever. I only know that, compared to the original, at least it had, like, again, a stacked cast full of great actresses for their, at that era. But I can't remember anything significant about it, honestly, other than Carrie Fisher.
That's okay. I mean, she was an iconic part of it.
Shotgun toting Carrie Fisher, I think.
Oh my god, so good.
So good.
Did her dirty though. Like
I would
avoid spoilers, but you know what I mean. Like that was disappointing. That was actually disrespectful. It was not just disappointing. It was disrespectful to an icon. So
true. I felt the same way when I first watched it. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Yes. I'm surprised you didn't know.
Like, yeah.
I mean, it's really kind of a reimagining because they're not really the same.
And the original was called The House on Sorority Row. The remake kind of shortened the name.
Yeah.
The only thing that sort of connects them really is like that sort of like, I know what you did last summer, sort of like, oops, we did a thing. We got to cover it up. Do you know what I mean? That sort of is the only thing that sort of connects them.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's a great kill for sure.
They did that in Freaky. If you saw that come out.
Oh yes.
Yeah, they had that in the opening. That was fun.
Yeah, Freaky's a lot of fun.
We got it like I think 6 months after you did though.
I saw that in Freaky. I was like, someone's stealing.
Joni, you're like the
oh no.
I can't say copyright, but you're like the
he knows.
He knows. Yeah, he's like, this is plagiarism. I love it. It's hilarious. Oh, I don't know what that means. Sorry, I didn't mean to pick that one.
The poster is amazing. I'll give it that. Whoever worked on that was really great.
The poster is beautiful. I mean, I wish that the movie was as good as the poster, but I just can't. I can't do it. It's boring. Oh, we were talking about Sorority Row from 2009. Hello, how are you, Ashton? Uh-oh, does this mean you're disappointed?
Is that an inquisitive?
Buckle up.
Yeah, you're in for a ride.
Ooh, we're only getting started.
Well, I'm actually really surprised that we all had Sorority Row, besides Andy, on the list. I'm very happy about this. I thought it would just be me and Joni, but this is very exciting.
That first one sucks.
No, easy there. I agree. I liked it better than the original, but I don't have it on my list.
Oh, it's not on your list.
No, I brought some different things.
Oh wow. Okay. So we talked about my number 10. Now we're gonna go to Melissa.
Oh.
Well, you don't have 10, but your last one.
That is a great question.
Whichever one you want to choose for the bottom.
Oh yikes. Oh no. I did not think this through when I
No pressure. Does it even matter? It doesn't.
No.
Say whichever one comes.
Here's my thing. A lot of the ones that I have on here are like, it's just
what?
They're just really bad. And they're all like guilty pleasures. Some of these remakes, honestly.
You know what though?
Fuck
guilty pleasures. Listen up. You like what you like, right? Why do you have to apologize?
True.
Saying guilty pleasure is like, oh, I have to apologize for liking this thing. Who cares?
To say, I'm gonna throw House of Wax in there. Okay, listen. I know it's weird. I
love it,
but like, there's just something about the timing that I came in. It was such a like early 2000s vibes with it, and it's like those movies at the time. Like, let's be honest, a lot of them weren't great, but there was something about them that, like, to me, growing up, like feels like nostalgic and like weird, and they were kind of fun, and the castings were like bizarre as fuck. Not gonna lie, because Paris Hilton. Where did she come from?
The cast is pretty crazy for that movie, yeah.
I don't know, and it was kind of fun, and like some of the kills got like they kind of got creative with them. They had some fun with it. I don't know.
Have you seen the original film?
Oh, a long time ago. Yeah, I don't really. I vaguely remember it, but I was like,
I have not seen it, which is why I didn't add House of Wax.
Yeah.
Though I can agree. I think that House of Wax, the remake, is fun. But I haven't seen the original with Vincent Price. Yeah. I have a feeling because I love Vincent Price, I might like that one more, which is why I didn't include it. But I can say that the House of Wax remake, Jared Padalecki,
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s? Jared Padalecki? Come on.
He wasn't everything in the early 2000s.
Listen, if you were like a girl maturing around this age, we're all about Jared Padalecki. Come on. This movie is for Jared Padalecki. Come on. Okay. I'm glad we had that talk. Does anybody else have House of Wax on their list?
No, but I was going to mention that too.
Oh.
Just because it's another one of these movies where, these movies get absolutely panned. One, they're being compared to classic movies, like you said, Vincent Price. In almost anything, you're gonna be fighting a losing battle as far as what's the better movie. Who cares? Actually, House of Wax has incredible kills, some really brutal special effects too. I loved it. Again, it's like, is it a good movie? I don't know. Who gives a shit? It is awesome to watch.
It's fun.
Good? No. But is it fun? Absolutely.
Yeah.
It has a lot of rewatchability.
Sure.
That too. And I feel like that I found myself like noticing that pattern within a lot of the remakes that I was like, A lot of them it's just like, are they great movies? Not necessarily, but they're fun. And like that, I would like pick that one sometimes over the original because I just enjoy it a little bit more.
Right. No, I think that's great.
Horror is the genre of like, was it a good film? But was it fun? Do you know what I mean?
It's so true, though.
This is the genre for that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely. Joni?
Well,
Let's have
I love
your
House
last.
of Wax. I love it, but I still prefer the Vincent Price version from the 50s. Although it is a remake on its own from a 30s movie that I haven't seen it yet. So I'm still to watch the original, but the Vincent Price one, amazing. But I do love the slasher one with Jared and Paris Hilton. It's a lot of fun. Love it, love it, love it.
Wait,
but it's not on my list.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised by that actually from you. But I actually didn't know. So there's another one before the Vincent Price one. So the Vincent Price one is not the original.
Nope.
No.
Wow. So this goes back. Okay. Interesting. I gotta watch these House of Wax movies. Damn. All right, Joni, what's your last one?
Okay, so my last one would be the Phantom of the Opera, 1943.
Fabulous.
Yeah, it was the first in-color horror film. It got 2 Academy Awards for it. Kind of brought a little bit of the slasher thing because you have a disfigured masked killer lurking for unsuspecting ladies. And so far I've seen a lot of Phantom of the Opera adaptations, but this one was the better horror film out of them all. Because we even had that musical in the 2000s, and I can't call that a horror film, to be honest. And this one doesn't betray the genre, and it's considerably even better than the Lon Chaney one. Dare I to say it. I prefer this one.
Wow.
And after The Invisible Man, I think Universal should give this one another shot. Yes.
I can agree though, because I think they should do something now with Phantom of the Opera. I think they could do something really cool today. The only ones I like is the one with Lon Chaney and unfortunately, this may be controversial, but I do like the one with Emmy Rossum and Gerard Butler, which I think is from 2004. I don't care. I like it. Emmy Rossum is stunning and she sings amazing. So I'm not going to apologize for that. But yeah, that's interesting. I'm happy to see that on your list. That's going way, way back. Does anybody else have Phantom of the Opera 1943 on their list?
Ooh, it's a very specific one.
No, it's okay. I didn't even know there was one from that year. So you just surprised me. All right, Francis, what's your last?
So mine was Sorority Row. So, but we sort of said what's to be said on that.
Fabulous.
First one's boring. Second one's alright.
Love it. Andy, tell me what's your last. I know you don't have a list. You got to think this out.
Yeah.
I'm prepared
Let me
for
make up some shit real quick. No, I don't really have that many, but again, talking about the same thing, like Melissa brought up, I was thinking about the remakes to the old William Castle movies,
it.
and as much as because I just watched, I think 3 nights ago, I just had it on the TV. I just watched House on Haunted Hill, and I absolutely love that movie because I love watching. I'm also a big Vincent Price fan.
Yes.
However, the remake is ridiculous and silly and all over the place. It doesn't make a lick of sense, and I fucking love that movie.
Wow.
I watched it in theaters when it first came out. I think it came out around a Halloween. I remember that. I think it's a little blurry, but I had going to see movies in theaters, especially back then, because you didn't see everything all the time, was really special. And for whatever reason, I walked out of that movie in love with it. And then to find out like years later, it's like, oh, everyone hates that movie. I was like, what? Why? It was. If for nothing else, like I actually like the cast. I like Jeffrey Rush, who was just playing Vincent Price. He wasn't playing that character. He was playing Vincent Price. The special effects were real wild. The visuals were great. Yeah, I don't care. I like that movie. Come after me.
I love that for you. That's great. It's fun, you know?
It is fun. Yeah. It's dumb, but it's fun. So
It is. It's all dumb fun. And sometimes we need that. Before I continue, I'm going to catch up on our chat here really quick. Oh, okay. Have a good one. See you later. Thanks for coming by, Shaheem. Oh, yes. House of Wax, Paris Hilton, yeah. Wow, Steven, you're just like giving me a lot of emojis. I don't really know if I like that. Let's not spam my chat, okay?
Holy.
Oh my god. Yeah, let's not do that. I think. I'm sorry. I think we're going to kick you out. I don't want emoji spam. Okay. Oh my god, Mike, are you quoting a Rob Zombie movie here? Yes, you are. Yeah, I mean, Halloween Kills is. It's just for Michael, right?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. That was a Joni question because I don't know.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna say hello, Jeffrey. By the way, how are you this evening? I'm going to say that I don't think this is true in every case.
I would say refer to a iconic 80s slasher franchise, and you're wrong.
I can agree though with that.
Yeah.
2 of your favorite remakes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. The Evil Dead. Are you talking about the Evil Dead like reboot from 2013? I'm assuming. I feel like we'll get to that. There's gonna be some controversy here.
Just to let you know, it's kind of just spicy.
Start warning in advance.
Okay, let's pop out my list here. Hold on. All right, we all did our last ones, right?
Sure.
Okay. So let's go on to our next. I'm trying to figure out myself what's my order because mine is not in order either. I was so prepared for my own live stream. It's fun. Okay. I know what I'm gonna say. Okay, so since I have only 9, my number 8 spot is going to be My Bloody Valentine from 2009. Again, like Sorority Row, is this technically a good film? No. I don't think it's the most well-written film. And actually rewatching it
Yeah.
back, it's a lot funnier than I remember. But I will say 2009 was such a great time if you were a young girl and you were a Supernatural fan, because Jared Padalecki did the 2009 Friday the 13th, and then Jensen Ackles did the 2009 My Bloody Valentine, and it was a great time to be a Supernatural fan, okay? So this movie brings me lots of joy. It's ridiculous and silly. I think, honestly, it was supposed to be ridiculous and fun. I don't think they were taking themselves very seriously. I mean, the movie was in fucking 3D. Like, I don't think they thought that this was a masterpiece.
Yes.
So, love this movie. I rewatch it every Valentine's Day. I'm not going to apologize for it. That's it. Does anyone else have My Bloody Valentine on their list?
Nope.
I
No.
did until I rewatched it today. And I swiftly removed it. Yeah.
I love that.
Sorry. I don't know. It wasn't. I got through it. It entertained me for the period of the 90
It's
minutes.
not good.
Yeah, and it comes from that sort of era of 3D that just takes me back to Saw 3D, which just gives me a headache.
Cursed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is though, for me personally, I don't care. I'm sorry if somebody's gonna get mad at me, but okay. I don't care about the original My Bloody Valentine. I'm sorry if that's like sacrilegious or something. I'm still a horror fan, even though I don't like this movie. But it's just boring. Sorry. For me.
Yeah.
Obviously
it's
for
not-
you, if you enjoyed it, that's fine.
I wouldn't say it's anything special. And I'll give the remake, it had a thing, like it had a style, and it,
Yeah.
you know, it, like I say, I was entertained rewatching it, but I should probably rewatch the original though. Maybe I'm looking back with rose-tinted glasses, but yeah, it definitely had a thing. And
Yeah.
if you like sort of 2000s horror, then you know it's that sort of campy sort of. You'll have a good time with it. It's fun.
Some cameos.
That's grandma.
So sorry. I'm laughing. She probably doesn't even know she's on video chat. It's fine. Okay. But yeah, Francis and Noah, I agree. I haven't seen the original My Bloody Valentine in a long time. I just remember when I watched it, I was quite bored.
Yeah, I'll get you.
But you know. So nobody else has it on their list?
No, I'll stick with the original. I have the unrated cut, and it's fabulous. I live for that.
I don't
But
think
I
I've
love the
seen
remake,
that
though.
one. Oh, okay.
That's the good one.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen the unrated cut.
I don't think I have either.
Interesting. Auntie, any thoughts? No, haven't seen that one.
No, I have, but I don't.
Hated that.
No.
It's fine.
I didn't hate it at all. Actually, it falls into the same category of if you're just going to compare those two movies, there's nothing wrong with saying the remake is a good movie, because the original was only just fine. I think it's held in esteem because it's original, and a lot of 80s slashers are put up on a pedestal when in fact they were just okay.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
So no, the remake is great. It does everything the original did, and it's updated with some great kills in it.
Yes.
It's nice and it's slick. It's not a bad movie at all.
I think
Nice.
why
Yeah.
a lot of people, I think what distinguishes
Think.
my Bloody Valentine is sort of it's not that traditional like teen slasher thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's this sort of working class setting which you don't really. I mean, 90s horror, for example, like everyone is like hot and rich, right? Like everyone exclusively.
True.
So I think it was different setting wise, but that
Yeah.
doesn't make it good. It just makes it a bit different.
No, it's that's a great point though. What a totally different setting from most movies. It's like the remake was like Pennsylvania coal mines. The original was Canadian, actually. Yeah, you're right. That actually that in and of itself kind of sets it apart from a lot of slashers. I mean, the original's great, but the remake was also great. It did the same thing that the original did. So if nothing else, you could say the remake didn't do anything interesting or new, but it was a nice cleaned up version of it, and he had some good actors too.
I can agree with this. Love that. Okay, before I go on to you, Melissa, I'm going to catch up on the chat here.
Ooh. I like that.
Ooh.
Interesting. Interesting.
That would be
Western.
fun. Bruce Campbell would love that.
Yes.
That would
I
be
would
his
see
thing.
that.
He would be in his element.
He still has his Briscoe County Junior
For
costume.
that.
I have not seen A Quiet Place 2 yet. I'm really late. I need to watch it.
Yeah, you need to see it.
I know. I really
Totally.
liked the first part.
Totally.
Oh, that's to someone else. Sorry. Okay, no worries. Nice to have you here.
Nice.
Also, can you drop your name in the chat? I always see you comment, but I don't know your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
fine, you
I
know?
feel like it's a lot of the same case for like a lot of the movies, like the OGs. It's just times were different. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
oh,
Oh, well, hello.
Ooh. No.
I don't know how to say your name. Hold on, I don't want to butcher it. Irene? That might be bad. I don't like when people butcher my name. Please tell me how to pronounce your name in the chat. So far, we have covered Sorority Row from 2009, which is a remake, reimagining of the House on Sorority Row. We discussed House of Wax from 2005, which apparently has a Vincent Price and another movie, which I don't know about. And right now, we just talked about My Bloody Valentine. Oh, nice to meet you, Cody. I'm glad I know your name now. Oh, a fabulous question. I absolutely love this movie. I'm so obsessed with this movie right now. Actually, Andy is the reason I watched this movie, so everybody thank Andy for this. I don't even know. It's hard to say. There are so many great parts in this. I think I talked about it in my review, but there's just something about the scene where Betty Davis walks in and, you know, her and Joan are fighting and she's like, but you are, Blanche, you are in that chair. And it fucking kills me every time. That scene, and also when she discovers the rat in her salad.
Oh no.
Loved it.
No.
It was so dramatic and it was so of its time. I loved it. It looked like such an obvious fake rat. It was great.
That movie is a roller coaster too, because you don't think it can get any weirder until the end of that movie, and it's like, holy shit!
Yeah,
That movie, the end of that movie is nuts.
it is.
Really
it's
good.
also so sad.
Yes.
I didn't know it'd be so fucking sad. I was watching it. It's like 1 a.m. I'm like crying. I'm like, why did she say that?
You mean all this time we could have been friends? That's a genuinely
so
sad statement that person.
Yeah, and it's the way she said it too.
Yeah.
Such good acting from her. Have any of you guys seen Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, other than Andy? No.
No,
Oh,
but my
Jody?
brother's obsessed with it.
Of course.
I love it.
It's very good. Oh, interesting. I haven't heard
Oh, yeah, I
anything
heard
about it.
that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like some apartment complex thing. I think it's like two sisters, and they find the Necronomicon there.
that's interesting.
Because why wouldn't you? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the random apartment.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad to. I love this picture of this Pomeranian. So many cute animals here. Yes, definitely do that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
die. You know, it would be a no for me.
You know how
Also,
I'm rats, so no.
even if I was in a chair, I would find a way to beat her ass. Are you kidding? Come on. We gotta do something about this. No. Like, I would find a way to beat her ass.
Can you imagine the table screams of this? Baby Jane?
Oh my god.
People would hate that. The only people that would show up is Andy. And you know what? Just Andy.
It's fine.
Just
I don't
Andy.
care.
Should do a one-man reenactment of it. That would be amazing.
I'll
There's
do
money
that.
in that. There's money in that, I'm telling you.
I'll do that. There's not enough pancake makeup in the world, but I'll do it.
That would be hilarious. Arian?
Oh, Arian. Oh, I love that. That's so cute.
Arian. Fabulous. It's a beautiful name.
Oh yeah, we were vibing for House of Wax 2005. You're good. You're good.
Yes. We were all with it.
Oh my god. I can see that actually.
What is
That'd be fun.
Mayhem?
That's the one with Stephen Yeun from The Walking Dead and oh my god. I forgot her name.
Oh no, with Samara Weaving and
Oh,
Stephen
Samara
Yeun.
Weaving. Yes.
Yeah.
Did you like that
That
film?
was fun.
Oh, I
I
don't.
don't know. I think it's still on Shudder. I think.
I don't know. I didn't think anything of it. I mean, I
Yeah.
love both of those actors, but I was just like, this is fine.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was disappointed because I love both of them, but I was just I felt just very, like, all right about it. Just-
I will say one thing also. If I'm speaking from a technical aspect, I thought the camera work in Mayhem was pretty shit.
I get that.
That's it. I mean, Stephen Yeun and Samara Weaving are great.
Great.
They are great.
To me, it was like a funnier version of the Belko experiment, but not as good.
Right.
Oh. I get that.
Yeah, definitely think the Belko experiment was a little better.
Oh.
Oh
Oh my
what?
god.
I've never seen this.
I have to Google this right after. I have to see this.
We have to stop the stream real quick.
I
Everybody,
want
hold
to see it.
on. We have research to do.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I definitely need to see that right after. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Christopher. Okay, so before we get into our next films, I'm really sorry to do this to y'all, but I really gotta pee. So I'll be right back. Melissa, can you hold down the chat?
Oh no. All right.
Thanks. 2
It's just
seconds.
banned.
Sorry.
Hold down the fort.
Oh no.
It's a lot of pressure.
All
It
eyes
really
on you,
is.
It's a lot
Melissa.
of pressure.
Do well.
Oh my god.
It's all on your shoulders, Melissa.
Oh no.
I should bring the chat back up. I was really distracted watching this on YouTube because the delay actually kind of freaked me out. So,
Oh, Andy, I live for the delay. Melissa knows that.
I keep
Oh my
looking at my
God.
screen and then I look
Every
down and it's like,
time.
why am I not doing the same thing? That's really creepy.
It is wild.
Yeah, take a couple of seconds.
Because
yeah.
you're in two places at the same time. You're a magician.
Yes, that's not terrifying at all.
Oh no.
Yeah, if these takes get any spicier, I'm going to ask if maybe Celeste can put that fuzz over my face and people can't.
You have to blur it
identify.
You'll never know.
I'll just be a black silhouette with a modulated voice, like I'm ratting on the mob because I don't want people coming after me.
I
Whose
tried to be
idea
as
was
fast as
Frankenhooker?
possible.
Oh my god, that was fast.
That was quite impressive, to be fair.
That was
Fair play to you.
suspiciously quick.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys, I grew up and I studied acting all my life. I did stage acting, okay? I know how to pee and fast change like you don't even know. I could do it so quickly.
Wait, my knowledge of acting school is way different if they taught you how to pee quick.
Listen, it's part of it. Especially if you're a stage actor, you gotta like be back for your time, okay? Quick
Okay.
change, quick pee break.
Yeah.
Everything is quick. Come on,
Okay.
keep up, Andy.
I can't. I absolutely cannot.
What were we talking about?
How fast you pee? What's next?
Yeah.
Wait, I heard Frankenhooker. What was the discussion?
What?
What?
Wait, did we say that?
Go ahead.
We're going to our next movie.
I think you
Oh my
just had
God.
nostalgia.
Were you guys talking shit?
No.
Yeah.
No. You know what? I don't think I trust Melissa to hold it down anymore. I'm
We
gonna have to kick you
hijacked the
out.
channel.
I'll be honest. I don't think we looked at the chat once this whole time.
It's okay.
I mean,
It
I
actually
think,
didn't move.
Nothing happened. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing happens. Well, I'm back from my quick, break.
Mhm.
I'm back.
I
Okay.
just want to ask one question.
ahead.
Francis or Andy? Who was the idea for Frankenhooker that night? Because I
There
want to
you
give
go.
you credit.
Well, it wasn't that it was our idea. Celise had put forth a couple of options,
Yes.
and I can't remember what the other options were, but there were some that I've never seen before. I think one was Harry, which
Yeah,
obviously
it's
I had seen before, and I thought, well, I love that movie, but Frankenhooker is the most fun to watch with a group of people. So that's why I put a vote towards that. I don't know where else it would have came from.
Yeah, it was me. I gave them 3 options and then they voted.
Oh, because I just want to say thank you because now I showed that movie for like 3 people already.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Oh, you're so
Thank you.
welcome.
It's amazing.
I did a
We
whole
actually-
review of
Totally
it like a few months
bonkers.
ago.
We
It
actually
is
discovered
crazy.
it together, though. Me and you. I think it was like maybe back in high school. I want to say the first time we watched it.
Yes, actually.
Ooh.
I
That
tried
was
to
crazy.
explain it. I tried to explain it to a group of my friends afterwards who aren't really into horror.
Oh no!
And then I realised it sounds a bit wild, not gonna lie to people. The people not initiated into the cult of horror. It's like,
Definitely.
it sound like a psychopath, so yeah. It was
Is it-
wild though.
It is. Isn't the ending such
Oh,
a spooky
wow,
bad
yeah.
bitch moment? Like, okay, girl. Like, you do that. I don't want to spoil for anybody who hasn't seen it, but very good. Very well
Just go
done.
watch it. Oh, God,
It's an experience.
It's
so
on
silly, so
Shudder,
funny.
I believe. Right?
Mhm.
Shudder. If you got Shudder, go watch it.
Yes, definitely watch it.
That pink water.
Love it.
Oh my god! I would love to meet her. Excuse me.
Oh, I would love to meet her. I thought that I read, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought that I read that she didn't do really anything after that movie, acting wise. Is that true? Also, does she do conventions? Because I want to meet her.
Oh yeah, I would say that.
Okay. So I gave this is very chaotic, obviously. I don't even remember what
Very
number
good.
we're on. I gave my number 8 because I have 9. Okay. And now it's up to Melissa. Go ahead.
All right. Okay. In the meantime, while we were going through this whole schmeal, I was trying to have a bit of organization so I know where to go next.
Good for you.
I'm not 100% sure how I feel. I might change the order later. For my 5th spot, because I only really have 6 technically for mine, I put the Amityville horror with Ryan Reynolds.
I love it.
Here's the thing. No hate on the original one because I know it probably had like a way better effect, but I watched it really late in life, so I was kind of like, okay, and also had like a tough time really keeping my focus on it with the pacing.
Mhm.
I was like, like a few cool things were happening, but I was like, okay, I was just like more on my phone than on the actual movie, and I'm like,
Mhm.
it's one of those that it comes down to like which one actually grabs my attention the most when I'm actually watching it.
I think that I don't remember what year that movie came out. Does anyone know what year the original
I
came
want
out?
to say I was definitely like a fetus.
I think
Still.
it was 79. I think.
I mean, I think that the pacing was definitely different than movies today.
Oh yeah.
And especially movies from 2005, which I
Yeah.
think the Amityville came out. So that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's like I remember that one like really creeping me out as a child. Like
The
the time
2005.
it came
Totally.
around. Yes.
Yeah,
The whole
me
thing where the
too.
little girl like her finger like goes right into her forehead. That used to freak me out all the time. Like I always used to think that little girl would be waiting for me in my closet.
Oh yeah, me too. Actually, every time that movie was on TV, I used to start crying for my brother to change the channel because I was scared. It was scary. Also, like Chloe Grace Moretz, I felt like her, like we were like the same size,
Yeah.
and I was like, I hate this.
I like seeing anything where Ryan Reynolds isn't just being all goofy and all wacky. Like I like seeing him have range.
Oh yeah, I think that movie shows that he has range
Yeah.
other than just being a comedic actor. He's very talented.
Yeah.
I love that for you. I actually have Amityville Horror on my list as well, and I can say the same thing. So, I like the original as well too, though.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick which one I would reach for more, it would be the 2005. There's just a lot of like really, for me, scary moments in it. I don't know. Just my opinion. We'll go on to Joni. What's yours?
Well, I love Amityville Horror, the original and the remake. I prefer the original, but I also prefer Ryan Reynolds in that role. So, how do we do it?
You know what?
Original,
There's
Ryan
no
Reynolds.
there's no right or wrong answer. So
Yeah.
it's whatever you like. Did anyone else have
But yeah, I consider the
Amityville
original to be a better
2005?
movie.
It's good.
Yeah.
I reconsidered it after I saw it was on your list because I never would have otherwise. But that's not me, dunking on that movie though, because I remember when it first came out, and what's awesome about that is how really scary Ryan Reynolds can be.
Yes.
He pulls off a threatening look in that movie, running around with that beard and that axe.
Definitely.
Which
God, yeah.
obviously mimicked. Boy, I'm blanking on the actor from the first movie. That's bad. But obviously he was doing that role, and he was mimicking that look. But he was fierce. Like he pulled that off,
Definitely.
and I think he also carries the whole movie though.
Yeah.
But just for his performance alone, and I would love to see him do that more often rather than just be super Mr. Likeable dude every now and again.
Completely.
I can agree with that. Francis,
Yes.
any thoughts on Amityville 2005?
I haven't seen either of them. Sorry about that. So
Oh wow!
I
I'm
tell you what,
surprised.
this exercise of going through horror remakes on its list made me realise there's a lot I haven't seen. There's a lot of horror films I haven't seen. So yeah, I'm a bit useless.
That's
on that
okay.
one.
Yeah, you're gonna have a stacked watch list after this. Then you can come in the Discord and be like, "Fuck you guys, this movie sucks."
And I'm sure that for all my interesting B movie needs, you guys will have it covered. Because
yes, I will have you covered.
Frankenhooker. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, just wait for Basket Case, which you haven't seen,
Oh
right?
my god, yes.
I'm not gonna look it up or anything. I'm just gonna go in blind. So
Yes.
It'll be another
Honestly,
experience.
That is the
I
best way to
can't
go
wait.
into that movie.
Yes, I can't wait. It's gonna be a great experience for you.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. Let me catch up here.
Oh, you know what? That was a good movie. I
Oh,
remember
yes.
watching that.
Buried
It was
amazing.
really good. Oh,
I did like Buried a lot when I first watched it.
for it
Yeah.
to be a movie that literally the whole thing isn't just that one confined space, and for them
Yeah.
to make it work that effectively, where it's like it kind of kept you on your toes and interested from beginning to end, like that's kind of like a hard thing to do, honestly.
Yeah,
You're
Yeah.
working with
I'm
such
gonna be
limited stuff
honest. That
already.
was one of the scariest films I've ever seen. It was Buried. I was traumatized.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. If you have a
Okay.
phobia of being like buried alive, this movie will trigger you.
Oh my goodness.
So keep that in
God.
mind. But the whole movie is basically Ryan Reynolds, and I mean, he does a great job. I mean, I feel like he's proved time and time again he's not just a,
Oh,
a
yeah.
comedy actor. He's
Yeah.
very talented in his own right.
We stand Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
We do. I
Yeah,
love
Ryan
it.
Reynolds and some, I can't remember who the other one was, but they bought like a football, like a soccer club, right, in England, like not long
Yeah.
ago. And they just, because they could, they just thought, we'll buy this club and we'll just do something with it. So he's just one of a kind, isn't he? He just does what he wants and fair play to him.
Oh yeah.
That's
Doesn't
interesting.
I think he has like a phone company now too.
Oh,
Like a
right.
phone service company, because I see him always popping up promoting it, and I'm like,
Wait, what? Wait,
What?
Ryan
Oh,
Reynolds has a phone company?
like
Well,
a cell phone
Mint
provider.
Mobile.
Yeah.
What's it
I
called?
thought
Oh,
he-
wow.
It's called Mint Mobile. I thought he was just doing
Yeah.
ads for it. I didn't know it was actually his company.
I
Oh
think it
shit,
is.
he
I
has
think he
his
did
own
buy
company.
a part on
It might
yeah.
be. I mean, he's got his own gin.
Ryan
So,
Reynolds has done everything.
Wait a second, he has his own gym?
Aviator.
Wait, that's his gym?
I'm almost positive that's his gin. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But like every other social media post he has is just him promoting Aviator
shit.
gin. So
I
I
did
thought
not
it was
know that.
his.
That's
I could be wrong.
crazy.
I don't know a lot of things, so but I think
Ryan
it is.
Reynolds is living his best life, and
He
we're here for
is.
it.
He is.
He has,
Fair play
he has
to the
an
guy.
ownership stake at that company, so he owns part of it.
Oh, okay.
That's such a
Well, I
random
can't tell
thing to
because it's
mess
weird when celebrities who will either do ads for a company or
with. Yeah.
own a company. Like I don't know what The Rock owns or what he's just doing commercials for, but they're always promoting something like
Oh,
every
yeah.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so Fright Night.
To be honest, I
2.
don't think I've seen Fright Night 2.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've seen that either.
I didn't know that was a remake. I didn't know there was a Fright Night 2 remake.
I don't even think I've seen the original Fright Night. Nobody Kill Me.
It's all right.
I've seen the one with Anton Yelchin, which
Yeah.
is the remake, but I have not seen the original film. I know that might be like crazy. Sorry. Okay, so we discussed Amityville. That was Melissa's next. We're gonna go to Joni. What's yours?
It's I Spit on Your Grave.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
god.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. No, hear me out. The original, we're talking about remakes here. The original is shocking, but is poorly made. This one is shocking, but is well made. And I recognize that. So,
Okay. Any other thoughts on why you liked it?
no, I'd rather stay quiet on this one. I don't want to defend it too much, but yes, it's better than the original.
It's a trippy one.
Wait, why do you want to stay quiet on it?
Too delicate subject. Let's
I think
move on.
because we all shut up immediately when he said that.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
and
I
you
don't
said cheers,
really
bye.
wanna talk about that,
I
but
did.
no.
I'm
Yes,
sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't handle the original or the remake. I can't. I
The
don't.
subject matter is kind of rough. Yeah.
Literally
A
just
little.
like don't, it's fine that you like it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you liked it though.
Yeah, I
Did
mean, for what
anyone
it
did
was, a
anyone else
brutal
have that?
fucking.
Mhm.
Did anyone else have I Spit on Your Grave remake?
Never seen it.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, we'll go on to Francis.
Right. So gonna definitely upset a lot of people, including a part of myself. But I have Evil Dead from 2013
oh,
as
Wow.
my next one. Yeah, I sort of have mixed feelings towards that film because the first half of it I hated. Well, I didn't hate, but I really wasn't impressed with it, and I didn't like the look of it. It sort of looked like a sort of TV movie almost. I didn't like the color grading and stuff, and I didn't find the characters that compelling. But then the second half completely changed my opinion of it, and it's got a great ending. And I thought it looked great at the end when contrary to earlier on when I thought it looked terrible. And yeah, I just thought it was really fun. And would I re-watch that over the original? Probably not. But is it a better film? Maybe. So I'm sort of like, it was one of these ones where I'm like in between. Like, they're both good. Obviously, the original's a lot more iconic. But I do think that by the time the credits rolled, they had really done something with the sort of remake, sort of soft reboot, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I have mixed feelings. I do got a lot of love for the original, but I do think it was probably a better film. But Evil Dead 2, on the other hand, I would take no slander for that because that is
oh yeah.
something else.
I love that. The Evil Dead 2013 is actually on my list as well. I know it's not like a remake. I know it's like a reboot kind of
Mhm.
situation, but I love that movie. And will I say it's better than the first Evil Dead? I think so. I mean, I prefer Evil Dead 2 over the first Evil Dead anyway.
Mhm.
I can agree to everything you said, basically, Francis. Did anyone else
Yeah.
have Evil Dead 2013 on their list?
I did actually. Yes.
Oh,
See, I feel
great.
like I enjoy them both differently for what they both are. I feel like obviously the original Evil Dead is like it's a really fun movie. They're a little goofy, like some of the special effects and like the vibrant red blood. It's like, oh my god. I was geeking out over all that. But there's something about the 2013 where they're trying to go more like of a serious, less funny tone. But I also kind of like that in its own way. So for me, they're kind of like tied up there. But again, from a technical standpoint, to a certain degree, the 2013 one is a little more cleaner and like more well put together. I don't know how to like explain it.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, the
I
first
love that
Evil
reboot.
Dead, it struggles from a lot of production issues
Yeah.
and things. You know, they had to keep going back and reshooting things because they had
Yeah.
a low budget. So, it makes sense.
It was a great accomplishment for what it was because
Oh
it was
yeah.
made so like low budget and so with
Definitely.
such a tight knit crew and that, and
Mhm.
so a lot of respect for it. And it, like I say, a part of me didn't want to
Yeah.
put 2013 on this list, but I just think it's got that sort of slight edge in terms of quality of like
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I can agree. So,
I
Joni, you
love
have
it.
it on your list too?
No, I don't, but I can agree. I
Oh,
love
no.
that. And it's technically still in the same universe as the original trilogy,
Mhm.
so I love that film and I've watched it more times than I can count. So yes. Love for Evil Dead 2013.
Love that.
was the
Auntie?
was the
Oh,
original plan to like I think it was to like the fifth film would be Bruce Campbell and I can't remember the actress name, but I think Mia is the character's
Mia.
name. right?
Yeah.
Was the original
yeah.
plan to have like some sort of crossover, but then they scrapped that, or did I
Yeah.
completely make that up? Yeah,
It was scrapped. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, interesting. Andy, you have that on your list as well?
That was one that I was going to talk about, and again, because I saw it on your list, which is, well, no, because again, you're talking about, like we said before, this is the subject matter of saying remakes are better than the originals. It's
Right.
almost never the case,
Yeah.
especially when you're talking to, again, dudes in their 40s. But I loved the Evil Dead remake, actually, and it was clearly made with love for the first movie. And when I think about the first movie, which I actually do still love, half of what I love about that movie is knowing how it was made,
Yeah.
knowing about the budget, knowing all the, I mean, if you know, all the behind the scenes stuff is what makes me love that movie. Those are people who made a movie with no anticipation of cashing in whatsoever. But if you were to make a movie today and said, "Oh, it's just going to be a bunch of kids smoking weed and drinking in a cabin in the woods," and for what reason? We don't need a reason. No one would take that movie seriously. So it is a product of its time. A lot of what we love about it is the fact that we love it for it being original for its time. We love the story behind it. We love Bruce Campbell. We love Sam Raimi. But the remake, reboot, whatever you want to call it, had all of the same. I mean, it has the same story beats, but it also has the same spirit. It's also over the top, gruesome, disgusting, which is what people loved about the original when it first came out. So, to say that it's an inferior movie is crazy when you look at it completely subjectively. And again, I can't take away nostalgia. That's just in my blood. But I have to admit, Evil Dead, the 2013 movie is excellent. I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
That was beautifully put.
I can agree. I can agree in every regard. Andy should review films.
You should.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah.
I'll do that
And
with the
do
I'll do that
one-man reenactments.
yes, for sure.
Yes.
With the 8 minutes of free time I have a day, I'll be sure to become a YouTube sensation.
Oh, Lou Taylor Pucci's character. Yeah. We
But
love Lou Taylor Pucci, though.
To that point, though, if there were no dumb characters doing dumb things, there would be no horror movies.
Yeah.
That's so true, though.
I mean, you could say he's a little dumber than the average one for reading that, but and at least the first movie had a tape playing rather than someone actually reading a clearly cursed evil book. But the dumb person in the movie is what we need, or else it wouldn't be a horror movie. It would just be a very boring story where nothing happened.
And at the same time, he didn't know he was in a horror film. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you know you're in a horror film, don't read the cursed book. But if you're seeing a cursed book in real life, do you know what I mean? You'd have a little peek at it.
Absolutely.
It's true, yeah. I don't think you can say he's the dumbest person in horror. I don't know.
There are some dumb people in this genre, so
This is true. This is
so
true.
many.
Let's see.
If you think about the final girl from Friday the 13th Part 4, yeah.
Thank you.
Then we're getting somewhere.
Wait, who? Tell me again.
The final girl from Friday the 13th Part 4, because she's running from Jason.
No,
So she
yes.
went to the front door, and there's a dead body in the front door. Instead of jumping over it and keep running, she's just like, no, I can't jump over this dead body. I'll just run up the stairs.
They
Bunny,
always
you're at
run
the
up the
door.
stairs.
Oh, yes. I mean,
No.
to be honest, is any of the girls in the Friday the 13th movies smart? Besides Ginny? Besides Ginny.
Alice can put up a fight.
Alice, yeah, but then she just died. Like, they didn't even give me a chance to, like, be attached to her. That was a travesty in itself. Though I do know the whole tea behind that, and the actress didn't want to be a part of the film anymore because she was getting stalked. So, like, that's a different thing. But, Friday the 13th, oh Lord. All right. Before we get into Andy's next, I'm gonna catch up on the chat here.
Good. That'll give me a time to think of one.
Okay, awesome. MKF30. Can you tell me your name in the chat so I don't keep saying your name? Thank you. Okay. Oh, interesting take. I don't have Child's Play 2019 on my list. I think it was fine if they didn't use the Chucky name and if it was his own thing. Exactly. I think it would have been fine. The fact that it used the Chucky name and everything is kind of stupid to me. I didn't like it for that reason. But if it was a different doll, I think it would have been a good film. I think I would have enjoyed it better.
The production of that ruined it for me as well. Like knowing that Don Mancini didn't. I don't think he took an executive producer credit because he didn't want. Because it's his. Unlike like pretty much every franchise in horror, he'd been a part of it the whole way through, and it'd been his thing, and then just because MGM had the rights, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To sort of do this other one. So I was. It was tainted for me before I even saw it. Do you know what I mean? So it was hard, but yeah, I agree with you. It's all right, but
yeah. If I made horror, I would be the dumbest. Don't underestimate yourself, John. And how are you tonight? Oh, wait. I don't remember that. Wait a second. I suffered through every single Friday the 13th movie, and I don't remember the dog jumping out the window. Somebody tell me. Refresh my memory.
Oh, my God.
Wait, Melissa, do you
remember the dog.
Hey, I'll be
There's
right
a
back.
dog.
I have to go look at something real quick.
Go ahead. You're good.
In what movie,
Francis, you remember the... Oh, wait, it's two Francises. My Francis. Francis, here with me. Do you remember the dog?
I've only seen the original and the remake, so I've not suffered through the rest. So.
Holy shit! I'm shocked. Okay. I wish that was the case for me.
Yeah, I know you sung such high praise about the franchise, so I'm truly devastated that I have yet to experience them. But yeah, I've not yet suffered through them, but it's my mission soon. I will get through them.
Oh, come on. It wasn't much of a suffering. Part 2 and Part 6 are legit.
Okay, so apparently it's Part 4.
The Friday the 13th franchise. I don't care who's here to hear me. Burn it with fucking fire. That's it. I don't care. Thank you. On to the next. Who is Tina?
I think that was when we were talking about the Friday, the girls from Friday the 13th.
Oh, is there a Tina in Friday the 13th? Joni?
Yeah. There was one Tina in Part 7, the one with psychic powers. I think her name was Tina.
Oh, that's right.
He's talking about her.
God, no, cursed movies. No, I don't want to hear about it. I'm sorry. The telekinesis.
Your hate for Friday the 13th gets me every time.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. You guys, listen. If I'm a little too loud and chaotic, I'm sorry. I had a whiskey on the rocks, but listen, it still remains true that I don't really like Friday the 13th, the franchise. This is not a surprise here if you've been on my channel for a while. But that one, which one was it? Like number 7? And it's like fucking like Carrie meets Jason and it's fucking absurd. No. No, I don't want it. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
We'll move on now. Oh, this is about the 2019. Okay. Oh, Pete. Okay, fabulous. It's nice to meet you. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the final chapter. Okay. I don't remember that part in there. That's so funny.
Guess you have to watch it again.
You know what,
Kidding,
though?
I'm kidding.
I wouldn't mind watching that one again because I actually thought that was one of the better ones of the franchise.
People like the fourth one, right?
I like that one.
Is it?
It's good.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to the other ones, it's quite good.
And it is a high bar, to be fair. So I mean, it must be amazing.
Is it?
Yeah.
2 and 6 are my faves. Oh, this person has some good choices here. Hello.
I like that.
Hello, voice. How are you today? House on Haunted Hill, 13 Ghosts, Texas Chainsaw, Dawn of the Dead. Okay, these are great choices. I wanted to add 13 Ghosts to my list. However, I am not seeing the original film, so I felt like I couldn't add it. I definitely need to watch that one, though. Oh, about burning it with fire? Listen, I don't like the Saw franchise either. I'm sorry. It's okay.
Oh, I'm going to
Francis.
contain myself.
Oh no! wait.
Easy, Francis. I know how you feel.
Wait,
Yeah.
Francis, did you like Spiral?
Yes. I did.
Okay.
It wasn't the greatest, but and you sort of, when you're going for a Saw, you're getting ready for a twist, but the twist, what you could see from the trailer. So I won't.
I have a great idea right now. Okay. The whiskey has hit my brain, but it's fine. I'll remember this.
Uh-oh.
So, I think I haven't seen the new Spiral movie, so I think that for a movie night we should watch it.
Yeah.
You guys can get my full live reaction.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I know a lot of people didn't, but I thought it was decent. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson saying like, "You want to play games, motherfucker?" You know what I mean? It's like, that is worth the ticket price alone. A piece of my soul ascended to heaven when I heard that.
Yeah.
So it's it's definitely worth it. If you don't like the series, then it's not gonna. I highly doubt it would change your mind. But if you like the series, it's decent.
Okay, we'll have to add that to our list. That'd be interesting. Listen, no hate if you love Friday the 13th. I'm glad that you like it. I honestly wish I could have liked it, but I just don't. It's okay.
You're a lot more diplomatic than I would be about this. If I'd suffered like you had, I would take no prisoners.
Yeah, it is. It's Carrie versus Jason, definitely. John, you know your stuff. I couldn't remember this part.
Oh my god!
John loves my horror pack unboxing video.
That was a really good one.
That was amazing.
Yeah, thank
actually.
That was a great intro to that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that.
That was
Thank
real
you
fun.
guys. Wow, you guys are so cute. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. I was scared to put that out, but thank you for loving it. The final chapter. Yeah, the final chapter is pretty good. Corey Feldman was great at that time, wasn't he? I love, there's so many people that are like, I don't care about Friday the 13th.
Probably shouldn't show what shirt I'm wearing right now, unfortunately.
Oh, right. You're a big Friday the 13th fan, aren't you?
Oh,
It's
Listen,
happening.
yeah, but I'm not making the case for them. I said that publicly. I'll never make the case for them. They're stupid, but I grew up with them, and it's just...
I get that, though.
It's just fun. They're just so much fun. There's nothing scary in the world about them.
They could be fun. Oh, wow. This is an interesting take I see here. I will get to Andy in a second. Sorry, Andy. The Elm Street remake. I have never seen anyone sing praise for the Elm Street remake. That's amazing. I'm very happy that you enjoyed it. Screen. I've never seen you before here. Let me know what your name is in the chat. I haven't seen the remake of The Blob. I haven't seen any of the Blobs.
I was going to mention this one actually.
Oh, this is
I
great.
have only seen the original, but I'm curious to watch that one.
Interesting.
Jason Lives, yes.
Yeah, Joni loves that when I was waiting for that reaction.
So do I.
I will have to watch the Blob remake. Wow, I'm very, extra slow on this chat tonight. I'm sorry, guys. I read very slow. It's not new. Interesting. So, I like the Crazies remake, but here's the thing is I haven't seen the original, so I didn't add it to my list, actually.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same.
I will have to watch it, though. John, you're on to something, honey. We'll be talking about The Fly very soon.
Oh, I love this person.
Yeah, Saw
Hi,
6
yes.
is good.
Love for small
We
things.
love Saw 6.
You guys, I'm gonna have to rewatch all the Saw movies and see how I feel. I guess I should. It's been
totally
many
should.
years. It's been
Let's
many
do it.
years.
They
I
are
have
so
such sights to show
fun.
you. Let's do it.
They are so fun.
Maybe we'll do this on a Discord movie night. We'll watch each Saw movie.
That would be great.
That list is getting huge, by the way. We're going to have to do a movie a night.
We're gonna have to do
And
2
you can
movie
do
nights a
anything
month.
after.
or I'll be watching them with you in a retirement home. You guys, we need to.
Yes. Oh, on Cody's thing, yes.
Oh, sweet.
Thank you for coming by to that. Halloween 2, the original or it kills timeline. That's a great question. I wasn't expecting that question today. So with Halloween 2, I like Halloween 2. I think it's fun. If I'm being honest, and again, people might come for me for this, but I really don't care. I think I prefer Halloween Kills, to be honest. I think I had more fun with Halloween Kills. I think the kills are a lot more brutal and creative in Kills, and I care more about the characters in Kills versus Halloween 2. Though we do have that similar aspect of Laurie being in the hospital the entire time, basically, which kind of sucks, but you expect it.
Totally.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna say Halloween Kills for that. Oh, Francis, that's for you.
Right.
No, Francis doesn't
Right.
have to say this.
What's
I
his
didn't know-
name? What's this guy's name?
This is John.
It's John, right. From one John to the other, apparently. I'm Jon Snow, King of the North.
I love that you said it.
I hope that made your night, mate.
I didn't
2
know we were taking
Johns in one
requests. I have a
stream.
list.
I love it. I love it.
Oh,
I
I
love
could
when
have started
my
a
patrons get to be, interactive with everyone.
I could have done what they do. Like, is it like cameo? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, cameo.
I missed the trick there.
Oh my God.
That could have been a bit
Damn.
gutted.
Francis, you have to get on cameo. Come on.
Yeah.
Keep up. Keep up, mate. The Hidden? I'm not seeing that. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, I remember that movie, I think.
Oh. Okay. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm very slow with the chat, and it's going like.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I need to
Saw-
rewatch the Saw movies.
Saw 6 came out when Obama got in, right? Was Saw 6 around 2000 and it would have been
2009.
2009
Yeah.
and Obama was 2008. So I mean I was very young, and B, I wasn't American, so maybe I'm completely talking, but I'm pretty sure it was like healthcare reform was in the sort of public discourse at the time, so it was a topical film.
Yeah, it was.
We
phenomenal.
love Saw 6 in this house.
Yes, we love it.
Oh my god. I haven't seen this, so I have no thoughts really. Oh, it made his night. Good job, friends.
Hey! I'm glad. I'm a perfect. Oh, thank you. I speak very lazily, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, love the
Ooh.
love for Halloween too. Oh shit. Christopher Hoffman, you're amazing, because I forgot about that. That is definitely going to my list, so I definitely have an extra here. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up.
I haven't seen the original or the remake of this film, but I need to.
Oh wow.
Wait.
I'm surprised.
I'm not aware of another movie.
Yeah.
I only know the one I'm thinking of. Which one's the remake?
So there's the Cronenberg one,
Yeah.
which is the original, and then there's a remake from the Soska sisters who did American Mary.
Oh, I've never even heard of it.
But here's the thing with that, right? I don't technically know if I can add the Rabid remake to my list, because I like the film up until the last act. The last act kind of makes everything a bit messy. I didn't like where they went. The ending did not do it for me. Everything up until that point, I thought they were going in the strong direction. But other than that, it's it's a little lackluster there. But also, like, the original, it wasn't for me. With that, I'm going to go to Andy. Andy, what was your second to last?
Okay.
Is that where we are? I think so.
Well, with me, it's just always going to be what's last on your list of sort of a nebulous number that you didn't really come up with. And I've been thinking about it because actually someone in chat mentioned almost all of the ones that I wanted to talk about. But I'll stick with this one since we're still so low on the list. I will mention again, while going back to those William Castle remakes, when William Castle is the guy who he made House on Haunted Hill, he also made 13 Ghosts.
Yeah.
And the original is actually really interesting, really creative. However, and I'm saying this saying, I know the remake isn't a good movie. I know it's silly and it's stupid. I don't care. I love how unique and weird the character design is on the ghosts. I love the way the house looks. I love the weird lore that they bothered to put into with all of the ghosts. If I'm going to pick one of those two movies, I'm going to watch the new one, even though it's crazy stupid, because I love the monsters. I love the ghosts. I love that idea of having really unique, a series of really unique monsters, like a whole pantheon with intricate backstories that you kind of only really know if you like. Well, I remember when that came out on DVD, watching all the DVD extras, and it gave you all the information on all the ghosts. It's crazy interesting. So I had fun with that way more than with the original. That's my pick for second to last or third to last or whatever we're at right now, for sure.
I love that. Does anybody else have 13 Ghosts?
I would have put
Yes,
it, but
I do.
I haven't seen the original.
Okay. I haven't seen it either, which is why I didn't put it on my list. I
The
love
original
the remake, though.
is also really good, and it's the same, similar story. It's actually somehow less convoluted, but they had the same idea where you had a bunch of ghosts living in the house, and they all had unique characters. but I like the updated version of him. It's much obviously it's gorier, and the backstory behind the ghosts is much more terrible. But I think that makes it just a more fun. Again, I'm not saying it's a good movie, just a more fun viewing experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Am I right in saying that the original, when it came out, it had like the filtered glasses for the effects, or am I completely making that up?
Yeah.
I'm almost positive that you're right, because William Castle, if you know anything about him, he was famous he was just gimmicks. It was gimmick first,
Right? Yeah.
movie second, way second. He wanted to have his movie theater seats rigged to shake when scary things would happen on screen. And in the movie, the character had to wear special glasses to see the ghosts, which again is actually a really creative idea, which is imitated in the remake.
I never thought. Yeah, I never. That's dumb of me that I never clocked that. But yeah, obviously. But yeah, I think when you watch it without that, it loses that a bit, that sort of novelty. And obviously, I didn't see it like that. But yeah. But the original also does not have Matthew Lillard, and that is a deal breaker, really. The icon that he is. So.
He's great. And Tony Shalhoub, honestly, who you never see in genre films. You never see him in horror. Who played he plays the father who down on his luck and yet has a nanny. But it's
right.
I love that. Does anyone else have 13 Ghosts?
I do. I agree.
Oh.
It's a great remake. I do consider it better than the original. I love William Castle films. I'm a big fan of his. But this one, just the production design, the look of the ghosts, the acting, everything, the soundtrack makes it for me. And people say, oh, but this movie's dumb, it's ridiculous, it's absurd, but it's creative. And I love creativity. So a remake that can actually bring something to the table, I appreciate that. Thank you. Love 13 Ghosts.
It is very creative. I would have added it to my list if I had seen the original film. But I have not seen it. Melissa, do you have that on your list? No.
I did. I originally was going to put it, but again, I'm in the same boat where it's like I haven't seen the original, so I can't really.
Yeah. Okay, so I see Matthew Lillard. Love that. We love him. She's All That and Summer Catch. I don't think I've seen Summer Catch. I've seen She's All That, though.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
It's pretty cool, though.
That is. Okay, so we can go on to our... I know we don't all have 10. Our next one, I'm just going to say our next until we get to the end here. Let me try to get an order here. All right, I think... Yeah, I'm confident in that. We're going to go on to our next one, since we were talking about Friday the 13th, and mine is Friday the 13th, 2009. Okay, so I'm not going to really defend this movie. If you've seen my massive video for that movie where I said I watched all of the Friday the 13th movies, so you don't have to. I basically said that I preferred the Friday the 13th remake over the original. I still stand by this. I think it's more fun. Again, Jared Padalecki, 2009. If you were a supernatural girly, you know. Is the movie a great movie? Is it really that great of a script? Absolutely not. But is it fun? Do I rewatch it more than the original? Yes. I will say, to the original's credit, though, despite me thinking the original film is boring, I do really like the twist. I like that it was Pamela, obviously, but other than that, I don't really care for the movie. I'm sorry if that hurts anyone's feelings. But yeah, 2009, Friday the 13th. Love it for me. Melissa?
I actually, that was actually on my list too.
Oh, good. I
I
love
was
it.
around being the same one.
That's great. That was your next one?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're on the
great.
same boat. We're good.
Has
Messed
anyone
up.
else put Friday the 13th, 2009 in their list?
It was my
No,
next one
but
as
I
well.
do
Funnily
agree.
enough.
Yes. Yes. Francis, tell me. What'd you like?
I'm it's more what I don't like about the original, to be honest. I thought the remake was I thought it was fun, but it wasn't anything special to me personally. But the original, I basically agree with you exactly. I thought that having Pamela be the reveal, I thought that was unique and original. But the rest of it was just like it did nothing for me personally. I apologize
Right.
because I'm going to upset some people, but for me, the original it didn't really do anything that Halloween didn't 2 years prior, and I don't think it did any of those things as good as Halloween did either. I don't think it pushed the genre forward really, and I mean it was influential, like especially pop culture. Obviously, Jason became iconic after the next one, but and it spawned the franchise. But yeah, I don't care for the film that much, but the remake for me was a lot better.
I could agree with everything you said.
I agree. Also, I'll take the remake over the original. I mean, part two and part six are still my babies, but I love that remake. And one thing to know is that, at least for me, it was scary as hell when I saw that. For me, it was the first time when I was scared of Jason. I didn't want Jason near me, so that's something. And it's a brutal slasher, and it's well made, and it's surprisingly well directed. So yeah, I like it.
It does the genre tropes well. Like it gives
Yeah.
you're looking for
Definitely.
kills, you're getting kills far more exciting than in the original, and so I think
Oh, yeah.
it's good for what it is. Yeah.
Definitely. And do you have it on your list as well?
Yes, for sure. I want to talk about that one because, and again, for better or for worse, I am a fan of the whole series, but because they're silly fun, they absolutely should never be taken seriously. You're never rooting for the protagonist. Matter of fact, the Friday the 13th films almost never have. Well, I guess up to the first four movies, but they almost never have a real strong protagonist that you can get
Yeah.
behind, that you care about, that that you remember the name of after.
Right. That's one of my issues with it as well.
But the remake completely fixes that problem by giving us a protagonist who is invested in the story because he's looking for his sister, and so you have a person who's literally questing to find out something, and they run up against Jason, which the first movie didn't have any of this. It was a great slasher, and it had a great twist. I was glad. I love that movie. The remake is incredible, and I love all the little details that they put into the film, which try to kind of explain away things that Jason does. Giving him a weird tunnel system.
Yeah.
Is it very likely or realistic? No, but neither is Jason constantly showing up in front of everyone while they're running through the woods. At least it tells you that the people who are making this movie said, "Hey, why don't we think about how this person who lives in the woods actually hunts and kills people?" I saw this one in theaters too, and I was ready to just throw sodas at the screen, and that did not happen at all. I was so impressed. I remember specifically a friend of mine and I saw this movie together, and we were pointing at trophies that Jason had collected, I guess at camp. If you watch that movie, he's won trophies for like tying knots, archery, all these really interesting things that for whatever reason he's amazing at. And it actually gives you a reason for him being great at weird things. Whereas in the movies, it doesn't make any sense because It's never explained why he can do anything in the movies. At least this movie tried to give us a reason for why the character was really incredible at just murdering the hell out of idiots. So I love the movie. Again, a remake takes nothing away from the original. You can
I agree.
A remake will never replace the original if you like the original. When a remake comes out, it's a treat. Or you just go back and watch the original again if you didn't like it. Who cares? This one, I think, was excellent, especially compared to the first movie.
Yes, Andy. Absolutely. Preach. Everything you said. Fire. Andy, you know what you're talking about. I love that. I love that we all love Friday the 13th, 2009 here.
That's true.
Oh, wait.
That's 100% true. If you know anything about he's talking about the first movie.
Yeah.
It was literally Cunningham. I forget his first name. Sean Cunningham was the guy who made the first Friday the 13th movie. He had no interest in making a slasher movie. He only did it because of the success of Halloween.
Yeah.
And in fact, all he had was a name. There was no story. There was let's call the next one Friday the 13th because that sounds as scary as Halloween. And they literally put all their money together to make ads for the movie, to put ads in like magazines. They had no movie, they had no story, they had no idea. They just wanted to cash in on the success of Halloween.
That's so interesting.
So that's one of those things where people put old movies on a pedestal. Try to remember that the original creators of these movies, some of them, they had no interest in what they were doing. They were looking to make money because that's what you did. Sean Cunningham, I think he never made a horror movie before that. I think he was making like soccer movies or something, or sports movies, which were popular at the time, like pugnacious children. Like the Bad News Bears. He was making like versions of that before he made Friday the 13th. So again, we have to take some of these things off of a pedestal and remember that they're not holy. They're just a way to make money, and we like them. But they're not always special.
And money did they make?
That's so true. I love that. Thank you for saying that, Andy. That's good to hear. I agree. Thought that Alice could have developed more as a final girl. Yeah, that was very disappointing. That's part of why I didn't like it until I read like the whole tea and why she didn't want to be in the film, because she was like being stalked in real life, which is awful for her. But yeah, kind of took me out of it too.
But you can see Alice again. She returned in the new fan film for Friday the 13th. The actress came back as Alice. It was amazing.
Oh, there you go.
Never seen it. I'll have to check that out.
Yes.
A full circle. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I love when you guys tell me things I don't know. All right. Did we get to everybody's? Yes, we did. Right? No. Did we?
I think you had said Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
And then a lot of us said, yeah, we would also had it on our list.
Yeah.
That's right. So we're at Melissa. Melissa, go ahead. What's your next?
Oh, that's what I was saying.
Your next was Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
Okay. Joni, go ahead.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, so my next will be Village of the Damned. Don't crucify me, okay?
I don't know this film.
So, everyone here seen the original, or at least the remake?
I don't know. What is this?
I'd never heard of it.
Well,
no, I'm
Village
sorry.
of the Damned?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's a John Carpenter film. The remake is.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Oh, really?
So,
never heard of
Village of the Damned is a movie about creepy children. Whatever, you guys need to watch that. But John Carpenter did a remake of it, and it was fantastic. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And Kirstie Alley is in it. So what else can I
wow.
get? I get everything. And that little girl, Mara, That girl is trouble. Okay, she's trouble. The musical score in that film is great. Carpenter knocks that out of the park. I love the original film, but the original film is very someone coming at you explaining the story to you. While this remake is more ambiguous, more mysterious, fear of the unknown, and I like that a little bit more.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh wow, interesting. I've never even seen either of the films. I didn't even recognize the title. Did anyone
It's
else have this
iconic,
on their list?
No, but Joni's 100% correct. There was a lot of, well, to be honest, there's a lot of 50s movies, 50s sci-fi, classic 50s sci-fi that don't pack the same punch as they do now. And as it happens, you have someone like John Carpenter, who would also do another remake of a 50s sci-fi movie, kind of. That is, it's just a better film. He did a better job because he's a fantastic director, and he puts his own little spin on things. So that's 100%. I agree, definitely.
Okay.
Add it to the list.
Yeah, I'll have to add it to the list. Okay. I'm sorry, guys, but I have to pee again. So,
Oh no.
Melissa,
Whoa.
you just hold it down. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. Give me like 2 seconds.
She'll literally only be 2 seconds.
It'll
It's
be
fine.
super quick.
1, 2.
I'm happy at least
Yeah,
someone here watched The Village of the Damned. Really, Francis? You haven't seen any one of those?
I not even heard of it, mate. I'm surprised if it's a John Carpenter.
Yeah.
The remake John Carpenter did. I'm surprised I didn't recognize the name. But yeah.
It didn't
The
get the
star
same traction.
is that guy who played Superman. What was his name?
Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Reeve, yeah.
Yes.
He's the star of the movie. I think it was the last film he did
Before he had his accident.
Yeah, someone's pointing that out in the comments too.
Such a great remake. Very good remake.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Mark Hamill was in it, yes.
Oh, that's right. Wait. Was Mark Hamill the priest? I'm trying to think if I remember.
Yes, he was the priest. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And
yeah, that
Kirstie
movie,
Alley
for whatever reason, didn't get the same attention as some of his other stuff. I don't know why. I was subscribing to, I think, Fangoria at the time that movie came out, so I was keenly aware of the whole of when that movie was coming out. So, but yeah, it's really good. Definitely check it out.
It was a box office bomb, actually, but yeah.
Oh wow.
All of my favorite movies are so.
The thing didn't do too hot either, did it? Right, at least critically. Did it do well at the box office?
It didn't do well in the box office either because of when it came out. It came out at the same time, or it came out, I think, right after E.T.
Yeah, because Blade Runner came out the same year, right? And that didn't do well. And I think part of the criticism was like it was too pessimistic, as opposed to E.T. For a sci-fi film. And obviously both Blade Runner and The Thing today.
Absolutely. Every movie that had to compete with E.T., it was like, oh, here's family-friendly, wonderful, selling Reese's Pieces like a mother movie, and then you come along with a movie like The Thing or Blade Runner, and there was no competition.
I think the only movie that competed with E.T. and got away with it was Poltergeist, maybe, because they were released about the same time, and Poltergeist did very well.
Wow, I walked into quite the conversation.
Yeah.
Listen, when you leave, we have real conversations.
Oh, God, Andy.
You know what? I don't think you should be here.
I feel very attacked.
I'm about to get kicked.
I think I'm kicking him out. No, I'm not.
Go right ahead. Oh, God. I'm a piece of shit.
Silly.
I love that you guys were talking in depth while I was gone. I was scared it would be like awkwardly quiet. Thank you for holding it down.
Yeah.
I'm drinking a lot of water as the one glass of whiskey got to my brain.
Oh, yeah. So, please, you like that actor Thomas Dekker, right?
Thomas Dekker?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or is it Melissa?
Melissa likes him a
You
lot more
thought-
than me, but I like him too.
Oh, so in Village of the Damned, the movie that I just mentioned, Thomas is in
Mhm.
it, and he's like 7, 8 years old.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's so
I
cute.
Incredible.
love that.
He's one of the evil children.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Wow. He went on to direct this I don't know if he's directed more things, but he directed a movie with Rory Culkin that I really liked.
Mm.
Fuck, what was it called? I think it was Jack Goes Home.
Yep.
That was pretty good.
I haven't seen it.
It was good. I think it was his directorial debut. All right. So we said Joni's next. We're going to go to Francis. Go ahead, Francis, give it to me.
Mine too was Friday the 13th, 2009.
Cheers, mate.
So, yeah. Yeah.
I love that for you. For all the same reasons, basically.
Yeah. I mean, we said, I think I've got nothing to add really. I didn't really
Right.
care for the original, and the remake was fun for what it was.
Okay. Love
Yes.
that. Andy?
I talked about Friday the 13th a lot too. I think I should get a pass on this round.
Okay, that's your next one. All right, we'll go on. Let's go to me. Let's go back to me. We talked about the Amityville, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so since we discussed Amityville already, I'm going to go on to this next one I have, and that is Maniac from 2012, starring Elijah Wood.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a dream.
I'm sorry, but this movie is such a well done remake, like in every regard. It's written well, it's very like well directed. Elijah Wood is amazing. I see a lot of people saying that like he was too pretty for the role. I think he had that very like creepy element to him. Yeah, and he was like kind of like cute and charming, but that kind of sells it even more is like, oh, you never know who someone really is. So I really like that. There's also aspects of this movie that's kind of like really immersive, like a video game. Like we have those cool POV shots, and I really love that. I remember watching the original, and no tea or shade to anyone who likes the original. If you do, that's cool. I remember while watching that, I was not very interested, and to be honest, I was bored. So I don't know. I prefer the one with Elijah Wood. It's a lot fancier and more theatrical, which is my kind of jam. Does anyone else have Maniac 2012 on their list?
Also,
Oh, I love it. Go ahead.
We literally think the same. It's so scary sometimes. But no, yeah, honestly, for like a lot of the same reasons, just like technically and like the color grading and everything in it, and just seeing Elijah Wood be a fucking creep. Like, I'm sorry, but there was something about that. I was like, it's different. I'm used to seeing him before that, like Little Elf, Lord of the Rings, and now he's like,
Yeah,
oh, fucking weird and shit.
he's very talented.
Oh yeah.
He
And I
sells
just
the
agree,
whole
like,
movie.
here's the thing. In the original, it's like, I'm sorry, it's a no-brainer that that guy was going to be doing some weird shit. Because you look at him and he just kind of looks like a creep. But with, like, Elijah Wood, it's like, you don't see it coming. Like, this is just some random guy who probably walks past you in the street. And you wouldn't think, oh, this guy's probably a fucking psychopath. Because he looks the way he does. You don't expect that.
It's kind of like the Ted Bundy effect, you know?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
He's like charming and cute and smart, and you think, oh, this guy's fine. Then he's like a serial killer. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
So I get that. Does anyone else besides Melissa have this on their list?
Well, not on my list, but I will agree that it's a better film altogether. Especially when you look at it and you say, okay, we are going to do the Maniac again. But how are we going to do it? Let's get creative. And they're totally creative with it. The first person point of view is amazing. Must have been a bitch
Oh my
to
god,
direct,
yeah.
but it turned out all right. And I like that we are the killer basically in this movie. The audience is the killer. And the only times we see him Like his face is when he looks at himself in a mirror, or when we
Yep.
look at ourselves in a mirror. And the soundtrack, the score, the cinematography, acting, Elijah is cute, scary, and there's a lot of nods to classic horror films in there, like homages here and there. And it's one of those slasher movies that is legitimately scary. Like it's kind of creepy. I love it. And it won for Best Picture for us in 2013. So that means something, I guess.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
awesome. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
yeah.
Francis, any thoughts? Have you seen it?
Haven't seen either of them.
Oh,
I
okay.
was aware of
Oh.
the remake that it existed, but beyond that, I don't even know the premise of it. But yeah.
Andy, have you seen it?
I've never seen the remake. I do really like the original. I really like Elijah Wood, so I definitely want to watch it.
Yes.
Yes.
I remember when they were talking about making that movie, I thought it was impossible for Elijah Wood to play the same character as like Joe Spinell. Like if you see those two guys,
Oh yeah, they're so
Uh,
different.
that is
Ooh.
night and day.
Definitely.
I do think he's an amazing. I love Elijah Wood. I think he's an incredible actor. I would love to see him play that kind of absolute lunacy. So that'll go pretty high on my list of to be watched.
Oh yes,
I think you're
highly
gonna like it.
recommend it. It's very well done. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Melissa's next to us also Maniac, because me and Melissa are the same.
We're literally on the same wavelength. It's scary sometimes.
We've known each other for over a decade, so it's to be expected. Now we're at Joni. Go ahead, give it to me.
Okay, my next is a little controversial, but not really. But I'll explain it. Is War of the Worlds, 2005, Steven Spielberg. Now, who wants to kill me? No, kidding. Like H.G. Wells is like sci-fi destruction disaster thing, and then you have those movies from the 50s, War of the Worlds, everyone knows. But I don't know. When I look at Spielberg's movie from 2005, I see a horror movie in there. I see the horror version of War of the Worlds, if that makes sense to you. So I'm much more into that than the movies that came before and the original work itself. Am I crazy?
I haven't.
Or does
No,
that
no,
make sense?
I haven't seen that, so I can't even speak on it.
Yeah.
There are some
Has that-
moments in
has
there
anyone
that
seen
are
that here?
legitimately scary. Like very scary, like horror stuff. And for me, it's a horror movie, like from top to bottom. Like, so I don't know how everybody else here feels about it, but compared to other versions of it, that one is by far the best, I think.
Have any of you guys seen it?
Yep,
I've never seen it.
I've definitely seen it. I can see what Joni's talking about as far as there are horrific elements about that movie for sure. If I remember correctly, well, what it does really well is it plays on the unknown aspect because you have no idea what's going on. You don't know why what is happening is happening. There's no introduction to that, which is great. You know, that's what makes things scary when you have no idea what's happening. I believe, if I remember correctly, I think it was Tom Cruise's character I think one of his children gets taken by one of these things, and so he's running around trying to rescue them, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, at some point in the movie, yes.
Yeah, but again, it's hazy. I don't remember loving the movie, but as far as it being a horror film, as much as it is a sci-fi film, for sure, there's absolutely horrific elements of that and really scary moments of it too, for sure. But I've never seen an original version of that. I mean, I'm aware of the radio play, but I've never seen a movie before that.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's one in the 50s.
Yeah,
This one
that sounds familiar, but I've
better.
never seen it.
Yeah. Maybe you're not missing anything. Stay with the 2005 one. Spielberg, come on.
Francis, what's your next one?
That is a good question. My next one is 13 Ghosts, which we already talked about. So, yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything. I tell you one thing, actually, the remake does, in my opinion, a whole lot better is like the production design. Like the set is really cool. The ghost, I think Andy you talked about it, but like the ghosts look really cool. Yeah, that set is really interesting and yeah, just very unique. And when I think of the film, I think of Matthew Lillard, but then I think of
Yes,
the
definitely.
that house, that glass house, and yeah, the visual appearance of it's a very visually interesting film.
Yes,
And I
for
think
sure.
that helps it a lot. But yeah, other than that, I think we sort of we said it's not it's not an Oscar winner, but it's fun and
Definitely. It
yeah,
has
it's
character.
self-indulgent, and it's unique. So
Definitely.
we're all for it.
Exactly. We're all for films being unique here on this channel. Auntie, what's your next?
I think I only have a good 4 left that I can probably come up with. So I was going to say, like,
Oh.
where are we on the list?
We are. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get my life together. Okay. Are we at everybody's 4th? Yes.
About,
Yeah.
I only had like 6. I only have really 1 left because
I know
literally
everybody has
seven
a
of these other
different
ones.
amount. Yeah.
Yeah,
I only have
4 left.
I only have 4 left as well. Sounds about right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Andy.
Well, so this is my 4th from the top. And I think I saw someone mention this in chat, but I'm going to say Dawn of the Dead. And that's really controversial for me because I'm such a huge George Romero fan.
Yeah.
I got to the first horror convention I ever went to. I actually got to meet George Romero.
Wow.
I have in the other room. I have a signed Night of the Living Dead poster.
That's
Got
so
photos
so
with him.
cool.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of Night of the Living Dead, especially.
Yeah, I love Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, it's
So
one of
right.
my. It's a top 5 favorite movie all time. No
Mm.
genre, nothing. It's a great movie. That said, and I love the trilogy. I love his original trilogy of movies.
Mhm.
I didn't really watch or care about the ones that came after Day of the Dead. But I'll say this: I think Zack Snyder did an amazing job taking a totally different approach with Dawn of the Dead. And I say take a different approach because obviously it's a more action-oriented movie. George Romero made very like socially conscious movies. He played with people's sort of emotions at the time of the movies were being made. A lot of his movies are about the interactions between the characters. But Zack Snyder's movie still had some of that, but then it also became a straight up terrifying action horror movie. And even just saying that you like the idea of these fast zombies is apparently super duper controversial, but I don't care. Don't care. I love George Romero's movies, and I also love the Dawn of the Dead remake. It's incredibly effective. It does a lot of what the original did in terms of a clash of different kinds of people coming together in times of crisis, and how they react to it. And but the thing is, that movie is filmed so interestingly. I think now we kind of take it for granted, but a lot of the way that those scenes, horrific scenes, played out with like a really weird sort of musical cues, is again, it's something that maybe we see more of now, but at the time I had never seen before. So that whole movie was incredible to me, and I'll watch that 100 times. Whereas the original Dawn of the Dead, I watch a lot too, but the remake is incredible. I love it, unabashedly love it.
The remake is quite good. It's not on my list, but I like it as well. All right. Did anyone else have that on their list? It's on your list. Oh, fab.
Yeah, honestly, same. A lot of the same reasons. Like, I don't know. Like, here's the thing. I feel like they did a good job at like you're not getting like everyone's full on backstory, but to a certain degree, you kind of care for them. Maybe not like in the most craziest way, but they still kind of grow on you throughout the film. And like I just remember watching that like at a really young age, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is insane! Like this is kind of cool. Like I would usually be terrified of these things, but it's like, don't get me wrong, they're still scary. But just like the whole like faster pace and like the aggressiveness and like what they did with the freaking cars that they modified was like as a kid, you're like, holy shit! Like it's like crazy. I just really have a blast every single time I watch it. Honestly, still.
Yeah.
The Snyder loves having fun with his zombies.
Yeah.
For
sure. Honey, you're braver than me, okay? Because you have fun. I don't. Because one thing you need to know about me is that I have necrophobia, which is
oh my
fear
god,
of death and dead bodies. So when you say to me that dead bodies are running after people trying to eat them up, I'm out. I'm screaming. I'm out. Okay, that's not gonna happen. So
gonna be out,
this
guys. I'm gonna be
movie
right back.
traumatized me in
Go
a
ahead.
way that you cannot imagine. Because I can watch George Romero films. I like them. I love them. And sometimes they're a little, I don't want to say, but let's say it goofy. Like the zombies sometimes are a little, because Romero brings a certain humor to it, a certain satire thing. And there's no humor in this. This is just dead people coming at you. And I don't care. I'm out. So this was traumatizing for me, especially by the third act when they're all decomposing and disgusting as fuck. No, no. That's when I start saying,
No.
no, that's not going to happen. And those motherfuckers can run? Oh, baby, no, no, no. No, 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 no. No,
I love it.
no.
I should see this then, because I've not seen the Snyder remake. I've only seen the original, so I got
Oh,
it's definitely fun.
honey,
Yeah, it's fun. There
let's
is
try the
one.
director's cut. Double the suffering.
There's like one aspect, Francis, we might agree after you watch it, but there's one aspect in the remake that just is really ridiculous for me, like too ridiculous for me. I won't spoil it here, but once you watch it, we'll discuss. I feel like Andy knows. He's laughing. I think he knows what it is. Do you?
I've heard it all. But
he
it's
might
fine. Listen,
it's fine.
Again, it's
I know
only
what you're talking about, but that was terrifying for me.
I still like it, but it was just a little like, okay.
I'll have to give that a watch, and will I know it when I see it?
You will, yes, you will.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And if you don't, I'll be a little concerned.
No, that was totally fine and perfectly normal for that to happen.
Right.
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. But if someone asks, Joni, what movie scares you the most? It's Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. That's the answer.
Wow.
You want to see
I'm
me freak me out.
intrigued now.
That's it.
Wow, that's so interesting, Joni.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Oh yeah, you should definitely watch the original.
Need to see the original.
I think I prefer the original over the remake, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely good. Yeah, I can agree. I know Melissa has disappeared into the abyss, but we'll go on to our next. All right. Let's see. Where do I want to go from here? I've got 3 more left. All right. Let me choose my options wisely.
I want to put money down and say that a lot of us probably have the same 3 top movies. Because
shit. That'd be amazing.
I'm waiting for some of the really big ones to pop up, and because I only have 3 that originally came to mind when you first suggested the idea.
Wow.
And none of them have come up yet. So that's all I've got left is my top 3.
I only have 2 left, so.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what those 3 were.
Okay. I'm just gonna go for it, I think. I'm a little scared, but we'll go for it. Alright, my next one is, I mean, I guess it counts. It's an American remake of a foreign film. It is The Ring from 2002. The original film is fine for me. It's fine. But I think the remake is a lot, for me personally, it's scarier. I really love the way the film looks. I love that the look, just like the color palette is beautiful. They use a lot of green in that movie. It looks really cool. Naomi Watts is great in the film. I don't know. I would definitely rewatch this movie over, the original foreign version. I don't know. That's mine. Does
Yeah.
anyone else have The Ring?
I don't have The Ring, but I have some thoughts to share.
Go ahead.
So I had not seen The Ring until I think 3 nights ago. I'd seen Ring, the Japanese Ring, and
Okay.
I remember first watching it, and I wasn't sure it was going to be my thing because I'm generally not too big into like horrors with supernatural themes, although I love loads of supernatural films. But just generally, and I wasn't sure, but I really, and I was genuinely scared by it, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I'd heard the American Ring is one of those few American remakes where people like it a lot more, and I was really excited. And I watched it the other day, and I did like it. I thought it was good. As you said, the color palette, like visually, the direction was great. The color grading was really great, and there was a lot to like, but it just didn't quite. I think maybe because I had such high expectations, it just didn't. It didn't justify itself as a remake enough for me to say it was better, in my opinion.
Okay.
But I did think it was enjoyable, and I thought something that stood out to me. I thought that the dialogue was quite weak. I think it just stood out that I felt taught that, when you feel like the exposition is they're talking to you
they're feeding
rather
you
than
the
they're talking
exposition.
to each other, and I got that a lot, and it just sort of killed my immersion a bit.
I think that that's definitely true, and I also think that there's a lot of films from that era that they did that. So I feel like I can understand what you're saying there.
But I still totally get why you put it there, and I get why people love it. And it is great film. It is a great film. Martin Henderson is a very beautiful man. But yeah, for me personally, I would go with the Japanese one. But fair enough. It is a good remake, and I'm glad that it was made.
Nice. I love that. That was such a nice
Yeah.
answer. That was such a nice disagreement. I really like talking to you, Francis.
Let's just not talk about Seed of Chucky.
There goes all your goodwill.
I'm still recovering from that video.
I will remain strong and stand firm behind my desk that I like Seed of Chucky the best.
I respect that, and I will stand strong behind mine and not. but I respect the passion.
Thank you. I love that. Melissa, no, you sound like a robot. Melissa, get away. Get out.
Wait, you just called her a robot and told her to go away.
Oh, she was sounding like a robot. Oh, Jesus, it happened again.
Because Melissa has a problem with her when she disables her AirPods. It sounds like a robot every time.
Is it broken? Is the curse
Melissa,
broken?
let me move everybody back because I have OCD.
Oh, we
and
get reshuffled.
Hold on. This is what it's like to be a part of the spooky fam.
Oh my god. I was hoping I wouldn't do that again. I feel so bad.
You're fine. It was like a split second.
I was shocked when that happened. Felice just said, "No, you're a robot," and then boom, you were gone.
My identity was revealed.
You couldn't couldn't hear it yet. I'm so happy. It would have really hurt you guys. Like right in the headphone. No, we don't want that.
Right now.
Okay, so me and Francis were talking about the scene of Chucky there.
Oh.
All right.
The Ring.
So, Melissa, I talked about my next one, and that was The Ring from 2002, and now we're on to you, girl.
Well, at this point, I'm gonna be honest, all of my movies are checked off. But
Okay.
if I can take a second to, if it works out for me to speak to some that I like both the original and the remake,
Go ahead.
to make outs, because this is like the one I skipped.
Go ahead, because you're less.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I like both. Oh, to be specific, 2013, not no Texas Chainsaw 3D. That does not exist. We're not speaking that one. Sorry, not sorry. This is the original and the 2003 one. I enjoy them both equally for what they are. Honestly, as far back as I remember, I think I watched the 2003 one before I ever watched the original, and I was very, let's just say, at an age where I probably shouldn't have been watching that.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of trauma from that. There's something that feels somehow almost darker with that one. I guess that's probably like the way it's shot. And then there's that high pitched noise always gets me with all of those.
Okay, I love
Yeah,
that.
I think it was a solid remake. You know, I don't really remember any complaints really from it. I like them both equally. Pretty good.
Okay. Does anyone else have that one on their list?
Not seen the remake.
No.
I will say I actually really like the remake, but the first one that's one of the ones where I can't get the nostalgia like out of my blood.
Oh yeah.
I think the first one's almost a perfect horror movie.
Oh, I can agree. I can agree.
But the remake's great.
Yeah.
I saw that's another one. I saw it in theaters. Absolutely loved it. Thought it was incredible.
Yeah.
But it unfortunately it's literally standing up against one of the best horror films in my opinion.
Yeah.
Ever made, so
Agreed.
Yes.
I always have just that one
both the
image.
original-
No, go ahead,
Sorry,
Melissa.
go
You're
ahead.
good. It's okay.
I always just have that one image at the end of the original one with Leatherface just swinging the chainsaw around in the sunset, and it's just like one of my favorite scenes ever.
it's amazing.
Like of any
It
movie.
is beautiful.
Yes.
It's such a like dark yet there's something so beautiful about that moment. It's so weird, but I love it.
Definitely. Joni? What's yours?
I love both films. They're some of the best, like, scariest slashers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw. If I hear that chainsaw, I'm running. No thank
Oh,
you.
yes.
Um,
Yes.
But better than the original, not for me, Mel. Not this time. My number 3 would be Piranha 3D.
Wow!
Piranha
Great,
3 double
I
D.
fucking love it. I love it. Okay. Tell me
We're
why.
talking about better than the original. We're not talking best movies ever made. Better than the original.
That's
Piranha 3D
correct.
is
That's
far superior.
Totally
It's a
fair.
great horror comedy. It's brilliant.
Horror comedy. Okay, I love that for you. Piranha 3D, not Piranha 3DD or whatever.
3 double D.
Double D.
Get it right.
Yeah.
That one too. I
Correct.
can take that one. Give it to me.
Love it.
I remember watching that one for the first time at my aunt's house, who's like super conservative, and her kids just love giving her shit.
Oh,
And they're
shit.
watching, and you just see all the topless women, and this lady's about to have a heart attack when she walks into that living room, and all she sees is titties everywhere.
It's so much fun. It's hilarious. That film is hilarious. And Alexandre Aja, he's a great director. I love him. Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot he did that.
Agreed. No,
Oh my god.
amazing director for sure.
Francis?
Maybe.
So again, this is.
We have
I
the-
mean, I think this whole stream this is going to upset someone, but and yeah. So I put it 2017, which I'm glad that everyone didn't kill me because I was worried. Yeah. And I'll be real and say that it as a franchise doesn't mean like that much to me. I don't care massively for it. I'm not generally that into the clown thing in general, but both the original like miniseries, right, and the remake, they both have a lot of character, a lot of soul. Both Pennywises are great. Tim Curry is a legend, and there's no denying that. And oh my god, what's the guy's name?
Bill
that's the guy.
Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård, of course. That is embarrassing. Oh my god. Yeah, Bill.
No, it's okay.
Skarsgård. Yeah, the guy obviously very created his own sort of iconic. He's the only really iconic horror villain I can think of in recent years that really has sort of entered like pop culture. So yeah, the kids are very well acted. It's just a great film, really. There's no denying it. And like I said, it's not an IP that means a whole lot to me. So it's not one. I don't think I've ever rewatched that, and I might have rewatched it before the second one came out. But nevertheless, it's just a very well made film, even if it's not like a subgenre that I particularly like and generally mad for. But so that's why I would say it.
I love that. I love it. I actually have it on there on my list, but I have it as good as the original, so not better,
Right.
but as good. I love both so much. I have like
in their own way,
yeah, I have like every version of it. If you see my
She
I'll
truly
show
does.
you guys one day.
I can attest to this.
If you've seen my shelf, I have like every different version of like the It book from Stephen King, and then
Right.
the DVDs and all kinds of things. I love it. So, but I love both equally. So I don't have that on my list. But Andy, let's go to yours.
Okay, so this is now, I'm at the third.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, okay, I only got 3 left. All right, so the third one I'll say is The Blob, the 1988 movie. And the reason is, one, again, the original was a 1950. I think there's 30 years between these two movies. I think the original is 1958. I didn't do my homework on this, so don't quiz me.
It's okay.
But the reason why I love the 80s version of it is because it's brutal. Like, I love the special effects in that movie. The people who are melted and killed in that movie are burned into my brain. The image of that, it is really effective. It's incredible special effects for their time. And it's definitely a movie of its time too. It's an 80s movie through and through. It's very bleak. It's very conspiratorial. It's a very sort of like don't trust the government kind of movie because of reasons that they bother to kind of give the Blob for existing. But anyway, none of that matters. What matters is the Blob is an amazing monster in that movie. It's really gross. The kills are amazing. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. And again, I'm not saying it's necessarily a great movie, but it's a fantastic remake because the 50s version doesn't get to have nearly as much fun as this movie does. So, and I think it's an early movie from Matt Dillon, if I'm not mistaken.
Interesting.
Yeah, definitely check that one out.
I definitely have to see that.
Yeah, it's gross.
I've seen the original, but the remake is on my list.
Okay, good.
Oh wow! So you have the Blob remake on your list. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. All right, so now we're at my. Where are we? We're at my. Oh wow, this is gonna be tough for me. Okay, we're at my
Top
number
2.
2. I'm trying to think which one is gonna be in the number 1 spot. It's very tough. It's fine. We'll figure it out. It's okay. All right. Number 2 for me is gonna be. It's not technically a remake, but it is a reimagining, and that is The Invisible Man from 2020, directed by Lee Winnell.
King.
Truly a king. I mean, the movie is a masterpiece. I cannot deny it is a masterpiece. Elizabeth Moss is amazing. The direction of Lee Winnell is so good. The way the movie looks is also really beautiful. I also really love Oliver Jackson Cohen in this movie, though he's not in the movie much. The last scene where they're like at dinner is so good. It's such a well acted scene from both of them. Really love the acting in this movie. But yeah, I mean, it's a masterpiece, so I could not add it to this list, you know. Does anyone else have The Invisible Man? Nobody else has The Invisible Man.
Only because it's a 2020 movie, and obviously I have not seen any movies in the last 10 years.
You'll have to watch it.
I haven't seen it.
For sure.
I've seen the 33 one, but I haven't seen the Lee Winnell one, so I have to put that on there.
I think you'll really like it, actually.
I was gonna see it because I remember like the weekend it come out, but for some reason I just didn't, and then never ended up going around to it. So I'll have to put that on the list.
You will, yes.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot. It's worth it. I love the original from the 30s. It's a lot of fun. I love Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon, which is inspired by that. But this one, it takes the cake. This one is the creme de la creme for me.
It's very, very good. I was actually surprised because when seeing the trailer, I just really wasn't sure. Like, I wasn't convinced. I was like, this could go either way. And then after it was over, I was like, wow, that was one of the best movies this year.
Yeah.
So I really liked that. Because first, my favorite movie of that year was Swallow, which I think Joni has seen that film. And I was obsessed with that. And then I watched The Invisible Man, and I was like, well, shit, I got 2 favorite movies this year.
Have you
They were
seen The
both
Platform?
great. I did.
Oh yeah.
That's the Spanish
That's
film,
another
right?
great one, yeah. From
That one was good. Okay.
But yeah, The
So
Invisible Man. So good.
you have The Invisible Man on your list, right, Joni?
No, I was just agreeing with you.
No. Oh, it's not on his list. Okay.
No.
Okay, so we'll go to Melissa. Go ahead. Give it to me.
This is the point where I've literally wiped out of movies because we've talked about all.
Oh, are you out of movies? That's okay. I can skip you.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm
It's
over here
okay.
like, damn, every time one came out. Okay, never mind.
That's okay. We'll go to Joni. Joni,
We
go
give
ahead.
you movies, Melissa. Okay, so my number 2 is The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Ooh.
Do I need to say anything else?
You
Like,
really
it's big
don't.
Do I
Great
need to
stuff.
give it a speech? I don't know. I
You
watched the
don't.
original from the 15th. It's a lot of fun, but most of it is pretty boring. Like, it drags itself a little bit, has serious pacing problems, but this one, yeah, any day. And I love the prequel with Mary Elizabeth Winstead too. Love that.
Wow. I love that. Does anyone else have The Thing?
I do. It's my last one.
Oh, fabulous. Go ahead, Francis.
Yeah, I mean, as Joni said, it sort of speaks for itself, doesn't it? I mean, I think everyone who's seen it agrees it's fucking good, basically.
I mean, it is. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, I like the original, and I think they are very different. We had a conversation about whether or not to include it because they're really both. It's not so much a remake as a reinterpretation of the source material, but it was Carpenter was very inspired. He liked the original, and I think he initially was he was unsure about doing the film because he didn't think that they would be able to top the original. I think something like that. And but yeah, I mean the use of like tension, suspense in the film is really good. The character dynamics are great. It's very visually interesting. The color palette's beautiful. The effects are the practical effects have a real charm. They are, do you know what I mean? They're just you think of them when you think of the thing. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
They're real fun. It's just basically it's very well oiled. You know what I mean? It's good.
Definitely. You cut out for a second, but yes.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's
Also,
okay.
actually, the actor, the dog actor? I think his name's Jed. Best
Oh,
boy.
the dog is so cute. He's my favorite.
That
He's a
also-
good boy.
Exactly.
He's a good boy. He
He
did
is
the
the best
bestest
boy.
job. Yes.
So he did.
Yes. I love him. Andy?
This was my number 2.
Go ahead.
And again, you guys already said why it's great. It's a fantastic movie. Nobody in the horror, sci-fi, any kind of community whatsoever would argue. And we did, again, I think it's interesting to have that conversation of what is a remake and what is just 2 movies made out of the same source material. And technically The Thing is just a movie made out of the same source material, which is fine. But I think it's important to note that John Carpenter was enormously influenced by the original film that was made from the short story Who Goes There. So that's important when talking about whether or not we really talk about this as a remake or not. And in fact, I guess he kind of went out of his way to not really want to make. He was so enamored by the original movie, he really didn't want to redo it. That's why he went back to the source material. He was at first a fan of the original. But anyway, the movie is classic. It's a class in how to create tension, and and you could talk about Rob Bottin doing these special effects for that movie all day long. He really set the standard for just 80s sci-fi, incredible special effects, truly horrifying, completely original, captivating. There's no way to watch that movie and walk away saying, "Nah, I've seen it all before." No way, you've never seen it all before. That movie is unbelievable. So yeah, it's an incredible movie. It's one of the best. If we're calling it a remake, it's one of the best remakes ever made, and it's a fantastic movie.
100%.
I love that.
And the ending as well, something I forgot to mention, is perfect. I get tired of films sort of spelling things out in the end, you know what I mean? But it knows what to say and what not to say, and you are left. It's a perfect ending in my opinion to a pretty much. I mean, is there a perfect film? But this is about as close as you can get, in my opinion.
Yeah,
100%.
I
agree.
It's so good. It's impressive, really.
I love that. I would have added The Thing. I really love the movie, but I haven't seen the original, so I didn't want to add it and be like fake.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't have it there. So no one get mad at me. Everyone's
What's your
gonna be
number
like,
one?
everyone's gonna be like, girl, you gave that movie The Thing 5 lives, and it's not on your list. That's why. Wait, I have 2 more left. What do you mean my number 1? Hold on.
Oh,
I have 2 more left.
Oh, maybe I counted wrong.
That was my number 2. Like I only have 1 more left. So
Oh shit.
you did way more homework than the rest of us.
Yeah, I'm a mess. All right, hold on. My number 2. We're almost at my number 1, okay? My number 2 is The Fly from 1986.
That's my
David
number 1.
Cronenberg.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, so I like both movies, but I do think there's something really special about David Cronenberg and like the way he approaches his work and the body horror. The special effects are great here. Jeff Goldblum is great. Gina Davis, great, obviously. I did an entire review raving about this movie, but I mean, I love this movie. I love the color palette as well. This is obviously a trend here. Color palettes are important to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, don't know. There's something about the way that Cronenberg tells his stories that I really like. And this movie, it makes me very emotional. It's kind of one of those it's kind of like a Shakespearean tragedy, this movie. It's so sad. I love it so much. Does anyone else have The Fly on their list? Love
For
it.
sure. For
It's
sure.
your number one spot.
It is definitely my number. I consider it one of the best remakes ever.
Definitely is.
Because the original is it's a perfect 50s style sci-fi movie. Actually, is it? When did the original come out? I'm saying 50s, but I might be wrong about that.
I feel like isn't it the 50s? Let's see. I'll look it up right now.
I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive it is. And it really is. It's the epitome of a 50s sci-fi. Really interesting ideas.
58.
Really creative. 58. Oh, wow. Late 50s, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. I mean, it's an incredible idea. And it's really only sort of hamstrung by its time, its the ability of the filmmakers, what technology they had at their disposal. Because ultimately, I think when you look at it through a modern lens, the look of The Fly in that movie, I don't think it's as effective. I just can't take I can't take my way back to like 58 and try to look at that objectively. To me, I look at that fly and I'm thinking, he looks like a sort of a. It looks kind of like a baseball mascot of a team called the Flies. It's very Jim Henson, sort of just a big fly head on top of a dude. Whereas David Cronenberg saw that movie clearly and said, "Oh, I'm going to do that really interesting creative idea, but make it fucking gross." And he did. It's a super early iteration of a body horror movie. It's fascinating and disgusting, and like you said, actually, it really is sad because you're watching someone go through a terrible transformation. Clearly, that's the big part of it. And it's such an interesting idea to take someone like Jeff Goldblum, who can both play sort of a leading man, really handsome leading man, and also clearly play the scientist, the guy who you definitely believe is involved in these sort of things, and then say, all right, you know what's great about that guy is the way he looks now. Let's make him super duper gross, and and just cover him with goop and acidic throw up. It's an amazing. I think it's just one of the best remakes ever done, and it's no surprise that it comes out of Cronenberg.
Love it.
Yeah.
Does anyone else other than Andy have this? No.
No, but I agree with him. I agree. It's one of the best remakes and one of the best horror films of that decade. It's perfect. I love it. Deserves all the praise.
Definitely. Okay, so Melissa, are you out of movies entirely? Are you done with honorable mentions, or do you have an honorable?
Oh, that's pretty much.
Oh, she's done.
So
Johnny?
all I have left is Burn It With Fire.
Oh.
Just in case we ever got to that.
I'm dying. I love it.
Just had a little.
Go ahead, Joni.
My turn?
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my number one already?
Oh, wow, it's your number one. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so don't chop my head off.
Oh my God,
Okay.
I know what it is.
We make no promises.
I know what it is.
No.
I'm ready. Go ahead. Put it out. To
Okay,
the
so my number one is House on Haunted Hill, 1999.
I
Now,
simply knew.
Before you dump me in a river, let me explain.
This
Okay,
was, was on my list. I'm with you.
To the goo.
yeah, but I'm putting it number one. So, okay, so
To the gulag.
this movie has everything the original has, but more. It does what the original couldn't do at the time. So you have everything you have in that 50s movie, and then you have more. It's creative, brings a lot of originality, like the insane asylum thing. Today it's typical in horror, but it was this movie who brought this to the table. The twitching ghost effect. Thank you, House on Haunted Hill. So there's a lot of things that this movie brought that people sometimes don't realize how influential it was, because after it released, you can see a lot of movies that came after it taking bits and bits from it inside their own production, like Dark Castle. Took a lot of things from what work here in 13 Ghosts, Ghost Ship, and then there was a lot of bunch of ripoffs. You can watch Grave Encounters, and you'll see scenes that are exactly the same, like shot by shot. So it's a remake that brings what the original had, brings its own. It's not a rehash, but it's not totally different. So yeah. Thank you, Arrow.
We love it. We love Dark Castle movies.
Oh yeah.
And that soundtrack, that musical score, Don Davis, it made the soundtrack of his life in that film, and no one gives him credit. It's amazing. And William Malone directed the shit out of that movie. So, yes. Thank you. That's my number one.
I love it. I love that for you. All right. Did you say your number one? Was it The Thing?
Yeah, I'm out now.
You're out. All right. We'll say my number one.
Well,
What?
no, I'm saying, well, it's time for you. For your number one.
Well, it's time. All right.
Drum roll.
This is not really that shocking. But my number one is Nosferatu the Vampire from 1979.
Oh my god. I knew it. Just because Isabella Johnny
That's
alone.
good.
Period.
Simply because of Isabella Johnny alone. No,
She's
but
a queen.
she is a queen. But I overall love not only the aesthetic of the movie, but the way it was directed. And of course, obviously, I acknowledge and respect the original silent film.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not one that I reach for. I obviously respect it for what it did for the horror genre. But it's not my favorite. This one has definitely got that gothic romance feel. Isabella Johnny, she has that look. And not only does she have the look, but she has the talent. And I don't know, this movie is beautiful. I love it. That's it. That's my number one.
That.
Thank you,
that.
Queen. Thank you.
I will say I have yet to see
That's a
that
great
version
one.
of it. Don't kill me.
No, it's fine. You should watch it soon.
But
though.
it's definitely on my list though, just for her. Ever since I watched Possession, I'm like, she is a queen.
She is a queen.
She is a queen. She is so fucking underrated. She needs
She
more love.
is. She's a great actress. Did anyone else know? Everybody's list was done, so nobody else had Nosferatu the Vampire on their list.
Mm-mm.
I haven't speak
No.
either, but I agree with what you were saying about the original. Like, I don't particularly like.
Yeah.
It's not something I return to, but like, you gotta respect the influence and all that. So
Definitely.
I'm with you on that. But yeah, never seen the remake.
Ooh, I highly recommend it.
A lot to add to the list after today.
Oh
You've got a heavy list
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah. You're showing me up for not
I know.
having seen nothing, apparently.
I'm gonna keep growing your list from now on.
Go for it, though. We're here for it.
Exactly.
That's a
Thank
great
you.
Andy's here for all my underrated little B-movie gems.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay. So we got through all of our movies. That's amazing. I know Melissa had a Burn It With Fire list, which was pretty crazy. Do you have a lot on that list?
Oh boy.
Oh shit, that means a lot.
Oh boy. I mean, there's a
Oh.
lot more because I kind of like scrapped it and put it together like right before. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more.
Okay.
Can you just give me
Um,
one moment? I'll be right back. I have to attend
yeah.
to a situation.
Go ahead.
I will say though, if anyone wants to add any more to Burn It With Fire, go ahead.
Oh, Burn It
I
With
feel like
Fire.
there's quite a few.
Burn It
Yeah.
With Fire. Francis, are you
For you to
familiar
add
with
to
Burn
your
It With
list?
Fire?
I mean, if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
what it sounds like, then
It is.
I
It's
can
what it sounds like.
infer. But yeah.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I knew. Look, Jeffrey. I was waiting for this. I knew people love the tea. They love to burn things with
Oh!
fire.
Yes!
This is the moment they
Listen.
all waited for.
If you watch my channel, you know you live for Burn It With Fire. We're here. We're at this moment. Sorry for the long-awaited, journey. We're here, though. Go
Okay,
ahead,
I
Melissa.
send it
Give
to
it to
you.
me. Oh, do you have a
Oh.
Burn It with Fire list? Oh,
Oh.
No,
It's
I don't
just
have a list. I
one.
just have one.
Oh, he
Oh,
just
okay.
has one.
Love it.
And it comes as no surprise. Joni's Burn It with Fire is A Nightmare on Elm Street. The remake.
Yeah. Fuck
From-
that.
What year is that shit from?
It's 2009.
2010.
Trash. Is it
Fuck that.
2010?
And the fucking worst part about it is Dead by Daylight. The
They
the
did
playable
that.
character
Yeah.
is not
Oh.
Nancy fucking Thompson. It's this geezer off the remake, for God's sake.
Curse.
What a fucking letdown.
I
Yeah,
wanted to love that
Curse.
movie so much because it has so many amazing actors that I really truly love their work. And it's like, how do you get such a great cast and then you give us this?
Mm.
The thing is really, like Rooney Mara, she's a great actress, right? But are you gonna convince me that Rooney Mara was a teenager? Absolutely not. That's a grown ass woman. Stop playing with me. I don't want to see that.
And what's her face? Katie Cassidy. She really doesn't look like a teenager too much. I give her early 20s.
No.
She doesn't. That's definitely true.
I think Kyle Gallner's the only one because he always had like that chunky baby face for like the longest time, even though he was like mid-20s, probably at that.
He could pass though.
Yeah.
Especially
Thomas
with that
Dekker.
look.
And
Thomas
Thomas
Dekker is
Dekker.
another one that can pass.
He has
He
a very
could
young
pass.
face, yeah.
Other than that, I mean, the look of Freddy in that movie is awful. This suffers from
It's
super
rough. And it's like
awful CGI.
here's the thing. I don't fully hate what what's his name? James Earl Harley, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. I don't fully hate what I appreciate the fact that he didn't try to imitate Robert Englund's Freddy Krueger. He tried to do his own thing with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of liked the tone he was setting for it, but the makeup, I just could not take him seriously. I'm sorry.
That's
That
very
makeup
true.
really just killed it for me.
It's kind of an insult to the actor. The actor is very talented. I mean, the
And I feel bad
script he's
because-
working with is a mess.
I feel like I remember him getting a lot of hate for even being chosen to play Freddy, which is kind of effed up because, he is a very talented actor. And, obviously no one can top Robert Englund. That's a no-brainer, but,
Yeah.
You really are fighting an uphill battle because Robert Englund is synonymous with Freddy, right? It's like if they recast Chucky, right? And it wasn't Brad Dourif. It would be no matter who that person was,
They did
it would
that.
be and it was Mark Hamill, right?
Mark
Yeah.
Hamill, yeah.
And I love Mark Hamill as much as the next guy.
Me
And
too.
nothing against the guy. He
Yeah.
did his job, but
Truly.
Brad Dourif is Chucky, and
Yeah.
nothing is going to change that.
Exactly.
I can agree 100%.
Especially with Robert
Exactly.
Englund playing that character, it's unlike a lot of slashers like Michael Myers, like Jason Voorhees,
Yeah.
who are played by tons of people who you never really see their personality, you never really see their acting.
Hmm.
Robert Englund is that dude in every single movie. It's always
100%.
him. It's him talking. It's him acting. It's him being silly. It's him
all
being
him.
threatening. So for them to try to replace them with anybody, you're right. Like you said, that's an uphill battle. Even though, what's his name? Jackie Earl Ray, I think is his name.
Yeah.
Jackie Earl
That's what
Harvey.
Melissa was just trying to figure out. Yeah.
He's got a
Haley,
long-
something like that.
Oh no, yeah, right, Jackie Earl.
I like how we don't know.
I think who I said is probably a serial killer. So let me take that back. Anyway,
You were
whoever.
thinking Chucky, innit? You were thinking
Oh my
Charles
God,
Lee
you're
Charles
Ray.
Lee.
Charles Lee Ray.
Oh.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I'm
no,
just
the
so-
thing
I'm so sorry. to
about
this man.
Chucky is that if it was an original film, everyone would have watched it. Didn't need to be called Child's
Yeah.
Play. The doll didn't need to be called Chucky.
I
That's
feel like
what
what
I
brought it
said.
Something
down.
else.
What
No.
brought it down for me was them trying to rebrand him this whole new vision
Right.
of Chucky when it could have easily been its own standalone thing.
Right.
To me, it was clearly like we have the rights to this IP. How can we make money out of this? So,
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong, the idea was, they did do something with it. Like it was a decent film. It wasn't amazing, but it was decent. But I couldn't get away from the feeling of like this was just we have the IP. Let's let's make some money, basically, as opposed to we have this idea, let's make a film.
Yeah, the same about Nightmare on Elm Street. But I don't have a problem with changing Freddy or putting another actor that is not Robert Englund. I mean, things can happen. We can go there, but the thing with Nightmare on Elm Street is that the script doesn't make any sense because in the original Freddy's a killer, so that's why he has the glove as an instrument of killing. In the remake, he was not a killer; he was, something else. Then why does he have the glove? It doesn't make any sense. Why does he have that, sharp glove thing in the remake? There's no reason for it. So there's a lot of things like the title. Freddy, like the kids who were left for him to kill was the kids from Elm Street, so that's why he's Nightmare on Elm Street. But in the remake, if he attacks children at school, then it doesn't really matter where they're from. So why is Nightmare on Elm Street? Elm Street doesn't have a meaning in the remake. So the movie doesn't even deserve the same title.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that it doesn't make any sense here. Like it's not placed well. And you can tell.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just a nightmare. Burn it with fire. Thank you. This is the burn it with fire segment now.
The burn it with fire section.
Okay, so we have Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Burn it with fucking fire. Don't talk about it to us. Thank you. All right, Melissa, what's next on your burn it with fire?
I'm trying to think of which one's like really going to bring up first because there's a few.
Don't worry.
Let's skim through a few of this. The Omen, 2006, Burn It With Fire.
Oh my god. Fucking take it, throw it out the window, shove it up someone's ass. I don't know, but I can't. I simply could not handle that.
Joni,
No.
I am so sorry, Vivi.
No,
I'm so
sorry. Joni, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We love you.
We love you. Like, if you like it, it's fine. But, like, absolutely not. And to call Mia Farrow, Queen Mia Farrow from Rosemary's Baby, and be like, hey, come through and, like, do this, like, Omen remake. A travesty. And Liev Schreiber, incredible actor. No! I don't want to see it.
You know who really killed it for me in that movie? I don't want to hear about it. Julia Stiles.
Oh, yeah, she was pretty bad. She was pretty bad.
I'm sorry. I'm sure she's a nice person. But whenever I see that lady in any movie, it's like she gives me absolutely nothing. And I'm just like...
No, she does. She's a very one-note actress. Yeah. You know, she does the same thing in everything she's done. She hasn't done anything lately, I don't think, but yeah, she's a pretty one-note actress. Sorry for the aggressive conversation on The Omen 2006, but we do not
it's very fresh. It's very fresh with us because we literally walked it maybe like a week or two ago. So we're kind of like,
we
did that.
I hated that. Does anyone else here agree? I know Joni doesn't, about burning it with fire.
I don't remember it.
I love the like wholesomeness. I don't remember.
I don't. I love the first movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love The Omen. I remember being very suspicious that movie, the remake, the fact that it came out on June 6th, 2006, I think had way more to do with anything than anyone caring to make that movie at all.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. They definitely timed that on purpose.
That's a huge red flag.
It was just the special effects in it too, like CGI. It just felt so cheap. It's like they could honestly care less to make it look any good, and that's what really like triggered me.
Another thing with this movie, I have a hatred with this movie because this movie came out on June 6, 2006. And my birthday is on June 6th. And so I went to school. I think I was in the 5th grade or something. And every fucking kid in school called me the devil and made fun of me the whole day up to where I was crying because that movie came out. So fuck that movie. Thank you. That's it.
There's personal beef with them.
Yeah, I have a personal gripe with the Omen 2006.
That sounds like I've got to
I
add that
mean-
to my list too. You've sold that to me.
I don't think you're gonna like it, to be honest. Have you seen the original?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Anyway,
Oh wow!
Wow, the
I
original.
like the
is
original.
really
a lot.
embarrassed on this stream. You know, like 80% of the things I've yet to see. But...
Don't be embarrassed. It's okay.
That's fine. I haven't seen like 80% of the movies that are made in the last 20 years. So I'm really like holding on to all my old man movies here.
Andy's acting like he's so old. Andy.
That's why I started watching Shalice's channel. I was like, I got to find out what's going on now because everything I like is a million years old.
Aw. You're gonna catch up, Andy. You're gonna be ahead of everyone soon.
Someday. I'll be in a retirement.
Someday.
All right.
Have a great night. Thank you so much for coming by. Okay, hold on. Can we burn the Fog remake with fire?
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Yes,
I'll get the flames for you. I'll get them started.
I've never seen it, but I love the original. Like I love it.
Oh, the remake is so bad. Isn't that the one with like the guy that was like in Smallville when he was like popping off?
I haven't
Yes.
seen the remake.
Oh, girl, no.
Oh, girl, you're the one.
Oh, honey, no.
I'm so glad I haven't seen it.
It's not worth it. It's so bad.
Mhm.
Oh, that is a great one. I almost put that on here, but I figured someone was going to bring it up.
Oh, I love that. You know what, guys? Again,
We
I'm
can
very
burn
sorry
it
for this
with fire.
chaotic energy of mine. I have a lot of energy right now. All right,
We're here
Melissa.
for it.
Fire.
Thank you so much. Hope I'm not too messy for you guys.
Ooh, let's
Next
burn Black Christmas 2019. Shall we?
Oh, I haven't seen that one, so I can't really.
I heard that's bad.
shit. You know, I'm gonna have to agree. I like Imogen Poots so much. I think, and this is not just because I'm gay. She's very beautiful, but she's a good actress as well. But it's like, why did she agree to this script? What was it gonna do for her?
She didn't
I
deserve
mean,
that.
like she was already an established actress. This movie is bad. A mess. We can burn it with fire.
Black Christmas 74 means a lot to me, so like I've avoided this because I hear a lot of people do not like the
Good. I'm glad you avoided it.
especially the 2019 remake. So I've held off for now, but I'll have to tackle it at some point. But that's gonna be
It's
rough
a tough
day
watch.
from the sound of it. Yeah.
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 Is there
Traces,
anything
I know where you're
redeemable?
coming from, but
Imogen
hear me out.
Poots
The
is pretty.
2006 one. The 2006 one is pretty cool. So go check that one out.
I heard that it's like weird, but a lot of people like can fuck with it.
Okay,
It's
A
fun.
Black Christmas 2006, I can get behind. I don't think it's better at all than the original. The original also means a lot to me as well. But it's definitely
Yeah.
fun. It's a lot different than the original. But
I think the original is, even though it was one of the earliest, maybe the earliest slasher as in its full form as we would appreciate, today. I think it's aged phenomenally well. I think it surprisingly doesn't feel dated, even though it's one of the most dated slashers in terms of time. And I think it really holds up well. And from what I hear of the 2019 one, not so much.
now we can burn it with fire.
Yeah.
All right, Melissa, what's your burn it with fire? What's next?
It's a Poltergeist remake. We don't need that. Period.
Oh my
Sorry.
god. Oh,
That was so cursed.
No,
That was so bad. I hide it in my deep subconscious that I even wasted my time to watch that movie.
Do you know, Melissa told me that I watched it with her, and I'm like, no,
She
I
doesn't even
didn't.
remember it.
I was
And
like,
she
I don't
did-
even. I don't
That's
even
about
remember
right.
it.
I straight didn't finish it. I don't usually do it, but I couldn't be arsed with it.
Exactly. It was so bad. It's
What a
so bad, and
waste
it
of
only gets
time.
worse. It only somehow gets worse.
Why did they remake that? Oh Oh my god, what a fucking travesty. Jesus Christ.
Poltergeist
Definitely
has
burn it
officially
with
been
fire.
burned with
Burned.
fire.
Okay. Poltergeist is one of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was not happy with the remake, but it's my guilty pleasure.
Oh shit, really?
Oh.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. We just shat on it then.
Yeah, you can burn it. You can burn it. It's not good.
Okay.
No,
We can
it's
sacrifice
bad.
it.
We'll give it to you.
I'll sacrifice to the gods.
I love it. Love that for you. That's great. Yeah, I could say so.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's on
I've
your
seen
side
worse.
here. Somebody's on your
Mhm.
side.
Oh.
Love
No,
that.
I'm not defending it. I'm just saying that I like it.
It's a
Is it
guilty
a good
pleasure.
movie? No, it's terrible.
Yeah.
You can burn it with fire, but Johnny can watch it.
Yes, I get that. That's okay. I feel like that with the prom night remake, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's
we all have our
awful. It's a
own.
guilty pleasure though. It's a terrible movie.
Speaking of guilty pleasures, When a Stranger Calls remake. Big guilty pleasure for me.
Oh, I haven't seen it in a long
I don't
time.
know. I can't get with these movies. Like, I don't know. I tried to watch the original. I fell asleep. I don't know, you guys. It's not for me. Melissa, what's next?
Oh, this one comes as no surprise.
I'm ready.
Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Burn it,
Oh,
it's fire.
no!
Send it straight to the deep depths of hell.
Oh,
Let it die.
Honey, it's
Let
a
it
double
die.
feature. It's a
Let
double
it
feature.
die.
It's Rob Zombie's Halloween and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Here's the thing. The first one, I don't love it, but I can tolerate watching it. Halloween 2, I can't. I really can't.
Burn it.
Burn it with fire.
Throw it away. Toss it
Send
out
it
the
straight-
window.
Send it straight to homeboy Satan down in hell and let him keep it and do whatever he wishes with it. Because
Yes,
that movie
ma'am.
is trash.
I feel
I'm
like I
sorry.
shouldn't jump in here, but I'll jump in here. I didn't care for it particularly,
Yeah.
but because I had only ever seen Halloween 2. So I watched them all before Kills came out, like over a couple of days, I think 2 or 3 day period. And I was surprised with the first. I know people didn't like Rob Zombie's Halloween's, but I was surprised with the first one. I especially for me, this might be controversial in itself, but the first like 40 minutes up until Sherry Moon Zombie's character exits the film, shall we say?
Yeah.
I actually really was down for that. Like, it wasn't John Carpenter's Halloween, but it was cool, and I like Rob Zombie's. I have a love-hate relationship with Rob Zombie's films, but I thought it was fun for what it was. But the second one, I think because I was expecting it to be awful. I was like, it was just all right for me. It wasn't like I wouldn't watch it again. And the fucking stupid where like, I can't remember her name, but like the actual character's name, but Sherry Moon Zombies just appears constantly as some ghost figure. That was fucking stupid, not gonna lie. But
some parts are filmed like a Rob Zombie music video. Like some of the shots are like, what is happening in the white horse?
It was fucking weird. I won't lie. I'm not gonna stick up for that, but it
the
was.
white horse.
It was alright. I don't know.
I have a love-hate with Rob Zombie because he really does like doing a lot of like the white trailer trash, like dramatic backstories. Because like, I feel like that makes sense with Michael Myers though. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah. No, yeah.
He has a thing for that. He really does. That in the 70s. He has a thing for both of those. So like I didn't mind Michael having that kind of backstory. Like I personally like not really knowing why he just randomly snapped. But I do think he was onto something with that. Though it was interesting, but of course it's Rob Zombie, so he's gonna make it all rock and roll. Boobs,
boobs, yeah, definitely.
In every second.
Let's do this. You girls get the gasoline. I already have the lighter.
Let's burn it up. All right. Was there any more with Burn It with Fire, Melissa?
Oh.
Oh God.
Why would you touch that
Oh
movie?
God. No.
I just honestly,
No.
I fucking fell in love with that movie when I saw it visually, and I'm like, why would they want to remake this? Like, how dare you? I'm sorry, I can't.
That movie
What movie
was
started with that?
tragedy.
What was it? Oh, Suspiria.
Suspiria.
They did like
Oh,
that Amazon. I think it was Amazon the remake.
I'll keep it in my heart so you don't have to burn it. Come,
Okay, go
Suspiria.
ahead. It's
Stay
okay.
here. I'll
Johnny, you can
protect
have
you.
it.
Oh,
You
you
can
can
have it,
keep
Joni.
it. Keep it. Take it away from everyone else.
Joni is like the
Give it to
orphanage
me.
for movies that could have been burned with fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am.
I could really truly do without the Suspiria remake. Dakota Johnson, I love her so much. Really,
It's just
I
like-
do. But no, it's gonna be a fucking no for me. Like
Same
in
thing.
every regard.
Suspiria's. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
No, you go. You go.
Okay. I was gonna say, here's the thing. It's like they remade that, and I'm not sure if I'm mistaken or not, but they also did the remake of Martyrs around the same time, and I'm like, why would you touch these movies? Why would you do that?
Oh, I didn't know they
You
did
can
that
burn
around
that
the same
one.
time. Oh wow.
I couldn't make it through that remake because I'm like, this is just trash. It's like, I'm sorry. Because here's the thing. Martyrs is probably like the first time I really stepped the line into like, there's no going back. I am probably desensitized to everything else I watch after this. But it's like, it also has a soft spot in my heart. Because that movie, I don't know, it made me really emotional somehow. I don't know. I really enjoyed it, honestly, in its own weird, twisted way. But then it's like, why would you touch this? Like, no, you cannot. I don't think you can recreate that kind of like emotion and shit. Like, not effective. I don't know.
No, yeah. I can agree though with having seen the original Martyrs. That movie
Yeah.
is definitely
It's
disturbing
a
and
rough watch.
emotionally draining. It's a rough watch,
It is
yeah.
a lot.
It didn't affect me as much as it affected you, but you know.
Oh, are you kidding me? I was full zombie mode for like the next 3 days. I was just my body was just floating in the plane that is the earth because my brain was like gone.
I think I'm just like a very desensitized or something.
No, yeah. I've
at
grown
this
I've grown
point,
into
but-
that point too though. But I don't know. It was just a combination, not even of like the disturbing factor, but just like how emotional and like really dark and deep rooted and all the I can't say the S word that, I can't say that, but like, all the thoughts of that and all the crazy stuff. It was like, I don't know, it just really kind of all came together and like it really got to me. Like it kind of sent me into like a really dark place. It's like you almost kind of feel what she's feeling.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
it's just like it really kind of messes with your head, depending on the person. Like with me personally, I'm a very like empathetic person. So it really like dragged me deep with it through the whole movie.
Definitely. I think the remake it fails in that regard.
Oh yeah. I'm like I don't feel any attachment towards any of the girls. Like I was like, okay, why?
So
I
with
know I
that
was gonna
said,
like
we
it.
could burn it with fire.
Martyrs remake,
Yeah.
burn it with fire.
Burn it.
Burn
And I
it.
think that concludes my list. I'm pretty sure there's more, but that's all I could think of on the spot.
Love it.
Oh, I
If
have
anyone else has
one.
any more, oh, go ahead.
Oh, go
I got one
ahead.
for us to burn it with fire. The Haunting, the 1999 remake. You can burn that one. We don't need that.
Oh, is that the one
Okay.
with,
That was pretty
Will Ferrell?
bad. Sorry, I'm laughing like a fucking
Yeah.
mad woman. I'm so sorry. But
That
like,
movie
yeah.
It's a guilty
Garbage.
pleasure of mine, but I can't throw it on the fire. I can't throw it on the fire. Okay, so let's burn that because I have a conscience. And we can burn the April Fool's Day remake as well. 'cause no,
Is there a remake
no.
of that film?
Yeah, I just found that out
Yeah,
when I
and
was
you don't want
looking
to
at movies
discover
for
it.
this.
Trust me. But
I
What
did find
year?
out-
What year?
I think it was 2008. I
Oh
think.
shit.
Look it up. I think it was 2008.
Here's the thing: I didn't know that
But
there was
it's
also
so
apparently
bad.
a Carnival of Souls remake as well. I did not know that.
What?
Yeah.
No. No.
There's a 1998 version
No.
of Carnival of Souls. that
I'm
looks
about to
terrible.
leave my own live stream. Absolutely not. Oh my god. Carnival of Souls is incredible.
It's
I
so
will
great.
have slander. No.
I haven't even seen it to know, but you know what? Burn it with fire.
Burn it. I don't even want to
The
think
remake,
about
to
it.
be clear. I've seen the original
Burn it.
Carnival of Souls. It's a beautiful piece, but like,
Done.
That remake, just the pictures alone is like, ugh, why?
Oh, wait. This is one that I would have said. Good one, Jeffrey.
yeah.
Cabin Fever 2016. Fucking terrible. I'm not really sure what they were going for here. A mess. I like the original Cabin Fever. I'm not a big Eli Roth fan, but I do like that film. 2016 one is absolutely awful in like every regard. Oh my god.
I
Terrible.
love Cabin Fever.
Oh.
Oh, Psycho, yes.
Wait, which one with Vince Vaughn?
Yeah.
Is that what they're talking about? To burn
Yeah, let's burn it. Mm-hmm.
it? Shit.
Vince
I don't know if I want to burn that.
Really?
I don't know. I like Vince Vaughn. I don't know. Give me some time to think about that, okay? Nobody crucify me here.
We do love Vince
It's
Vaughn.
the same movie.
We stand Vince Vaughn.
Big time.
He's great. Maybe. Oh, the top of my Burn It with Fire is Carrie the Musical. I've not seen that. I didn't even know that existed.
But it's in theater, like it's a theater thing. We don't need to burn it.
Oh, was this on Broadway?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Or it's like an off
I don't
Broadway.
know
Oh, that's so weird.
Broadway.
Oh, maybe it's an
That's such a-
off Broadway.
Yeah, that's such an awkward thing to put on as a musical.
Strange.
I tell you what needs to be burnt, and this is serious. This is no joking about. I don't know if you've seen it, but I think it was 2016 Rocky Horror Picture Show. Fuck
Burn it! Burn
that
it!
so much.
Oh
Oh my Jesus. That is fucking awful.
Toss it
Fuck
out
that.
the window! Oh my god!
I just came to me then. Fuck that, man. Oh, even thinking about it is giving me a headache.
I
First of all-
forgot that existed.
Didn't they have what's her face from Nickelodeon? Victoria
Yeah,
Justice
yeah.
in it?
Yeah,
She's
they had
Janet.
Victoria Justice, and Ryan. Oh fuck, what's his name? Ryan McCartan or something.
I had
from
no
Liv and
idea who
Maddie.
he was.
He was Brad. He was terrible.
Yeah. And it was so dumb because it was like a TV movie, which in itself was fucking just headache. But it had to be edited for TV. It's like, why would you do Rocky Horror and edit it for TV? Do you know what I
Was around
mean?
the time
Oh,
that they were trying to do
definitely.
all of those musicals live that whole year because they also did Grease.
Yeah. And they did
a
Peter
Christmas
Pan.
Story. They did all of those like live on TV for some reason. I'm like, why?
So bad.
But you know what? The singing sounded like fucking shit. If I'm being honest. Listen, I'm not a singer, but like, holy shit. These people are supposed to be trained in like musical theater. They sound awful. Like, you know what? You could have pre-recorded it because them being live doing this is a hot ass mess. Terrible.
Oh my god. It's so
Burn
bad.
It with Fire. I'm so happy you brought that up. I forgot
Let
that
it
existed.
burn.
Yeah, fuck
let it
that film. What a waste of everybody's time.
I mean, I wonder if they even made that much money.
Do you know? Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? It was a TV film. Like, what was the aim? What was the point?
I know. I think it was on Fox, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It might have been
um,
different for you because you're in.
Yeah,
the
I don't know
UK.
where it was here, but all I know is I paid money for that, and
Oh
I will
shit,
never.
that's bad.
I will
Oh, we got
never forgive myself and anyone involved in that fucking awful production for every penny I spent on that piece of fucking arse. Man.
I love this conversation so much.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh. Yes, unfortunately, that
This
did
movie
happen,
is
Kevin.
sad.
It did, and we all lived through it. It's so depressing.
It's true. I don't even know. It was a mess. Melissa, were you gonna say another?
Oh no, I was done with my list. I was gonna leave it open to you guys if you guys had any more you wanted to burn.
I think that's it. I'm very happy you brought up the Rocky Horror. I forgot that
Fuck
That was a
existed.
that.
great one.
That's gonna
another
keep me
Let's
up
get out of
tonight.
here before Talise decides to burn the Night of the Living Dead remake. Let's get out, guys.
Oh fuck!
I
I
never
didn't
saw that.
No. Oh no. No, I wouldn't burn it. I wouldn't burn it. I didn't
You just tossed it out the
like it.
window, right?
It's just toss it out the window, yeah. Well, because I like the original so much that I just couldn't I don't know. It's whatever. It's fine. I don't care enough to burn it with fire, you know? I'm not that passionate about that. A cotton candy version of it? Oh, are you talking about Rocky
Yeah.
Horror? Yeah. Definitely. Okay, so Andy, did you have any you wanted to burn with fire?
I'll be honest. I haven't seen any of the movies that you guys have mentioned. This is where it comes in handy, being so fucking out of touch.
Lucky you.
That there's all these movies that have totally blown past. I've never heard of them. I'll never see them. They're never going to affect my life. No, I've got no burden with fire as far as remakes go. I'm lucky.
I'm truly jealous.
Okay, well, that concludes this episode of On the Scare with Sweet and Spooky. We got through all of our remakes, and we talked some Burn It with Fire. So, we have been on here for 3 hours.
Ooh.
I would like to thank... Yeah, it's been a long one for sure. I would like to thank everybody who stopped by. Ken, Aaron, the other Francis, Derek J, Jeffrey. Who else am I missing? Mike from earlier. Christopher Hoffman. John. I'm thinking in my head. Shaheem. Pete, thank you so much. I would also like to thank Melissa, Joni, Francis, and Andy for being here.
Thank
you guys so much. And I will see you guys next month on my channel. Have a good night.
Fuck
Goodbye.
the Rocky Horror remake. Fuck that shit.
Burn
it with
Fucking
fire.
terrible.
Burn it with fire. Have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Take care.